Guys, I have literally never seen this character in a Jeekly Academy ever. It's MementoMori playing this Zato. We just saw Willie last week. Now this isn't a $118 prize pool. Sorry about that one, guys. This, of course, is a free to enter bi-weekly beginner bracket for Guilty Gear Strive for students of the game. So these are either brand new players or players that are just maybe learning new characters, maybe trying to get into that upper echelon of competing here. And we're gonna have some tricks, man. Some of us, sometimes we're just learning the buttons, sometimes we got the combos, we got the mix, we just got to be able to execute. Willie right there having a pretty solid round. Memento trying to get something started here with that 6p to push down this Eno, and that's a pretty good tool for that exact reason, to put down that Eno when she's trying to do that hover dash at you. Great 2D counter hit there from Memento, and getting in with that 6k as well. We got our Eddie back. We just got to bring him out and have him do some work. Willie picking you up with that Eno combo, man. Eno has some pretty good conversions off of these air hits off of that hover dash. Gonna YRC to try to get out of that situation. Now you're in this block string, and that YRC is so strong against Edward, right? Able to turn off that pressure as well as take that guy off the screen. Great counter hit 6p. Mori is pretty good about getting those anti-airs here against Willie, and we're gonna turn that conversion into a super wall break. That is a lot of damage, bro. What do we got here? Willie gonna be able to sultry to the other side. Good defense here from Mori. Did have that BRC, was able to recognize that Willie had already started up the 5H. Very close round there towards the end of things, but Willie's going to secure this first game. Very strong stuff. Let's get this replay up for you as well. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody's patience over here. Appreciate everybody's patience right here. Yeah, Willie, did I already say it? We saw Willie last week. Willie, a friend of Idolo Classic, so I got to give Idolo a shout out. And the audio's all good. Okay, awesome. Thank y'all. Zato versus Eno this early? Yeah, for a beginner bracket too. It's kind of crazy. Shout outs to Flooful. Let's give him a shout, or them a shout. They played in last week's Academy and won the whole thing on Happy Chaos, bro. Didn't think I'd ever see an HC make top 8 in the Academy bracket, let alone win the thing, but Flooful did so. Now we got Willie and Mori out here. I mean, these are, I think maybe Eno is, I don't even know why I'm saying this out loud. Maybe Eno is a little bit easier of a character than some of these other characters you see in Strive. She's still pretty difficult though, in terms of like she has this game plan. She wants to 4-way mix you. She wants to keep resetting the situation over and over again. She does have some pretty good conversions, and we saw Willie going for it right there. Zato is not a beginner character, bro, but here's the thing about the game, man. I don't recommend you just go pick up the easiest character. If you're playing any fighting game, any game, mind you, you should pick the character that looks the coolest. And if you think Zato is fucking hot, then hey, so do I. Trying to get in here. Both of our players are trying to get something started over here in the corner. Oh, unfortunate tumble right there. We couldn't get that close slash after. There we go. Okay, active on that anti-air, but Willie just delaying ourselves a little bit to get in. I think that was the 2H that got that gnarly counter hit. And we're going to take you over here to this corner. Dude, Mori getting that back throw situation. Unfortunately, couldn't get that conversion after. Willie doing a good job with these sultries. Of course, Mori was looking for the anti-airs, but finding them on the hover dash is easier than finding them on the sultries. That super has a pretty quick recovery, so in that scramble of a situation, Willie was still able to get the overhead after. Strong stuff. You may have heard that Discord ping. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and mute that. Okay, should be good now. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay. Nice counter hit here from Mori. We're going to send you through the wall. Willie does have this burst. We may see it. We may see it. Of course, a lot of tension on the side of Mori a little early on that back throw, but was still, or the RC on the back throw, I should say, but still able to clean up that situation. At the very highest level, some of these characters actually have setups from throw PRC that go into mix. I think Chip used to have it at least or something, but the recent some recent changes got rid of it. Anyways, Willie with this HCL got you in the corner. Unfortunately, the full dude, that was the absolute extension of that hitbox in the 5H that got Mori there with that counter hit. Going to get you with that MLA. Willie may have been blocking that downtown. Awesome round from both those players, man. Mori taking it to the last one right there. Very strong. Zato keeping down Willie with a lot of these good anti-airs and stuff, but gotta give Willie some credit for how well we are playing this corner carry. And then also, I think we're blocking the burst right there. Great stuff. Yeah, man, if you're gonna bait burst, you may as well dedicate yourself to doing it. And I think that's what Willie did. Just held that down back, believed in the burst bait, and they were able to take out that first round. Strong stuff. Looking good from both our players here. And then we should have going to go ahead and at our next players, making sure that they are on the way. Appreciate everybody's patience. We got that Eddie applied, but that HCL is pretty good at getting rid of Eddie in this matchup. I'm just now realizing, right, at least in the mid-range, Zato probably has a little bit of trouble here with Eno, because I mean, unless of course you're using those forward advancing Zato normals, like you're using this poke, you're using the frog, if you're using a pose, of course. So Mori doing some cool stuff right there. But if you're getting clipped by these HCLs, by these notes, then you're going to have a harder time. Nice conversion there from Willie to seal out that round, put us on set point. Got our next players added for who's going to play. Nice pressure here from Mori. We got Willie stuck here in the corner and getting these throws applied as well, giving them a little bit of distance to breathe, but just to 5P them right back into the corner. PRC to see that stroke coming, but unfortunately still landed into the active frames of it. So we got counter hit, but dude, you got to give Mori some credit with these back throws, keeping this Eno here in the corner. I was trying to say earlier, the Zato in the mid-range probably isn't as great against Eno, but of course when you're on top of her, man, she doesn't really have the best tools to fight back against that Edward pressure. Great burst bait right there from Willie. The YRC gives us another chance. It was an air YRC, so Willie was able to back up a bit, able to line up that next sultry, get that super. Great set from both these people, but Willie's going to take this one. Strong stuff. All right, guys, here we go. Our next match is lined up. You've got Lucentmoth up against HoboDessert. Pretty sure we've seen Hobo here in the Jeekly before. Maybe Lucentmoth as well. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm getting that mixed up. Of course, here on that Testament, on that, what color is that, guys? Color 2 Testament, definitely one of the more popular ones. And up against Hobo playing this Sin. Gnarly 6H there in the corner. Hobo wants to spend that burst to get out, wants to play this round, has the tension to do so, has this stamina as well. I like how we didn't, of course we spent the stamina to get into the corner in the first place, but then afterwards we were pretty conservative with it, was able to give up our pressure, and it rewarded us because the next hit we got, able to cancel the stamina, able to get this hit. Lucent, very close round for both these players. 2-3-6H is all we need. I like that PRC to try to keep yourself safe on that jump in from Hobo, but that 2-3-6H, Hobo was still able to press that 2K when Lucent was on the ground to close out that round. But a very strong one from both of our players. Lucentmoth is a Destiny reference. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a Destiny fan. That came out wrong. I'm not a Destiny player myself, but I know that there are some Destiny fans out there, so big shouts to all y'all. See what we got. Oh, try to get that S arbiter right there. Stain pop. We got that air. Are we gonna go to this succubi in the air? We'll have to see. Lucent could give us some tricks with the teleports, but hey, you don't need those if you're just gonna get those air hits in the 2-3-6H. Hobo trying to get in here, but getting Gatling back. Going to spend that burst, and I kind of agree with that burst. Of course, unfortunately, we lost that round, so unfortunately losing that resource to Lucent. But that was a decent burst, right? We had all the stamina, we had all the meters, so it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Strong stuff here from Dessert. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to help out in the Discord. Strong stuff there from Dessert to close out that round. I'm going to check out some of this stuff on the replay. Dessert feeling pretty good about this set. You can see how confident they were with that last burst. 100 tension here, man. The world was their oyster. Any hit would have been it. And credits to Hobo. Unfortunate for Lucent how we got wall splat right as we got that burst gain back, so we weren't able to burst to get out of that corner to fight back. Strong stuff though, guys. Okay, so we're gonna see what we got here from Hobo and Lucent to go into our next match. Gonna stay on that Testament. I think the Testament's a good pick. Nah, King, don't be a Destiny fan. My most played game of all time, and I quit last year. I got some games like that. We got some games. Everyone's got a game like that, right? The one that we got 2,000 hours in that we don't recommend to other people. We all got that game, don't we? Hopefully not. And what's going on, Catch? All right, I'm late, but we have we seen any Johnnies? Oh, that's Light Catch. What's going on, Light Catch? No, we haven't seen any Johnnies quite yet. Definitely a honestly, that's a character I would imagine would be more popular in Academy, but honestly, outside of a couple notable players, we don't see too much of it as of late. Oh, unfortunate Strive Earthing right there. We're gonna keep trying to see if we can play through it. Hobo was able to combo through. We'll see. Good throw right here from Lucent. Wants to clean up this round. 100-meter from Hobo, but the throw's gonna take it. Yeah, when you're holding all those projectiles, trying to block out those crows, those reapers, those arbiters, sometimes the run-up throw is super deadly on Testament, and Hobo showed you why. 2H from downtown, though. That counter hit looks so strong, so good. Mello, thank you for the sub, homie. I wanted to actually answer your question. I'm sorry. I swear I was going to answer before you gave the gift. Thank you very much for doing that. Mr. Streamer, who do you main? So I play, I would say that my main, oh man. I would say, you know, I think I'm a dual main right now. I've been playing a lot of Leo, and I have probably 900 hours on just Bridget. But I've been playing a lot of Leo recently, so I would say they're probably both just as strong. Lucent saying, hold on, check this out, Mr. Streamer. Gonna seal out this round with the 6H. Very strong stuff right there. Hobo was fighting back here, though, man. Hobo was looking pretty good this round. One more interaction with a 100-meter like that would have been all we needed, but unfortunately got the 2H input there. I'm not a Sin player, so maybe we were looking for another command, possibly. Maybe another special move, possibly. I'm not sure. Not this time, though. Unfortunate stuff. How we doing over here, chat? Base Leo and Bridget Enjoy. I definitely like both those characters. They're both really fun. Played Bridget first. I played other characters first. I think my literally my first character ever was Millia. And then I actually did play a bit of Testament also, but I played Season 2 Testament, so not this character at all. This character is much different. Played Bridget for 900 hours, and then I would say maybe only just 2 months ago, I started taking the Leo a little more seriously. We'll see. Gonna do that Arbiter Beast. Hobo gonna get that punished with Far Slash. Got this Testament here in the corner, getting a throw for a punish. Red RC to line up this 5D combo. And Hobo, unfortunately, that is a 2-hit DP, so we weren't able to cancel into a more damaging hit, a super, I suppose. But Lucent gonna get you with that 2S counter hit. 2S going to that 2H is very strong. Dude, either player can still take this one. Of course, Hobo only needs 1 pixel, and we got so much stamina, so much meter to do so. But another 2K, we saw that in a previous round. This time they were able to do it again. Able to do it again. Strong stuff. And thank you again for that gift sub, Mello. That was very generous of you. You didn't need to do that. Thank you. Strong stuff here from Hobo. Try to keep it going with that Far Slash after Lucent. Gonna zone you back, not just with the projectiles, but with that 2S and the 2H. Very strong normals against Sin specifically, right? Trying to stuff out any approach that Hobo may have. That S Arbiter's gonna get the pickup. You're falling right into that Succubi. S Arbiter are going to bring you up, and that teleport a little risky because now you're here in this corner. Hobo is actually running their pressure. Lucent will get their burst here, but not until after they get the wall broken on them. So Hobo does have this 100 bonus, but I mean rather positive bonus, but already had 100 tension. It's capping right now, not able to take full advantage of it. 2H going to connect for that stain. I don't disagree with either player's burst here. Hobo, of course, bursted right there because we had all that tension. Lucent bursted because we had to stay in the round. Didn't want to give Hobo a chance to get a burst safe normal. It's going to go to Lucent, though. Sending you through here with that beak driver. All right. Oh man, really tricky stuff right there from Hobo. Did the tech up and then was able to get the falling jump normal. Look at this combo from Hobo. Oh man, carrying you all the way to the corner. Lucent with a very confident forward throw. Couldn't get the punish on the DP, but we're gonna get that 5D after. Kept it simple to close out the round. Man, we are fucking brawling out here. This set has been awesome. Hobo had a really awesome combo to carry us to that corner in the first place. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch on the replay. You got to just check it back out in the VOD. Lucent tried to get a really deep punish with that 6H, but was still able to keep it going regardless. Yeah, that 6H is a very rewarding normal to hit, especially as a counter hit. But, especially as a counter hit. But, very slow, right? Especially if you're running up first to try to line it up. So, can be deadly. It's feast or famine out here, guys. This has been a really good set so far. Lucent does have the advantage at this very moment in terms of game wins, but dog, we've been going to the last round every time. Hobo, I think, has had some really I don't know. Hobo been bursting a lot and then losing the round. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but I think that they were good bursts. Like in theory, just don't die forehead, don't get hit, right? Don't get hit forehead. But so maybe we got to be a little bit more patient on that burst and see how that can help us out. But man, right now I won't backseat any longer. I'm sorry, Hobo. Gonna unfortunately not get that wall break. Mistiming that tyrant barrel. It can be a hard one to line up. Unfortunate stuff right there. Hey, keeping it simple though. Oh wow, great job with punching with the 2K on Lucent's 2S. Oh dude, when people sit in front of each other and Guilty Gear Strive for more than a second, it feels like an hour. as brutal as this game can be. Excuse me. As brutal as this game can be. Got that crow applied. S Arbiter getting that pickup. 6H OTG. Oh, maybe going for a wild assault there. All good. Hobo blocking out this testament. I like that teleport JK we saw this a moment ago. Very strong stuff. Gonna burst you back. Doesn't want to give Hobo any chance there, especially after making them spend that stamina. That's pretty good, but yes, able to see in the super flash that Arbiter beast, able to block it out. Run up throw. Hobo, we'll see if they burst here. Okay, wisely gonna keep it. Wisely gonna keep it there. And I get it, right? You got your opponents on their last round. You got full tension. You got full stamina. You want to just win, right? But sometimes that's the right decision, is to go into the next round with that burst advantage. But Lucent looking really strong here. Getting that run up close slash. Breaking the wall with JS. Needs one more interaction to take it out here. It's going to be that B or C drift forward throw. Getting that perfect. Strong stuff, man. I was really liking some of those conversions Hobo had, but Lucent's going to take it today. Here we go, guys. It's gonna be Arashi Miruku up against GNCs, Moths, YoKais, Red, playing this ABBA. I'm gonna send Arashi through here. Got that install, but a nice counter hit from Arashi's gonna slow things down for a moment. Using that Danzai to call out that DP. Arashi saying, hey, no way you're going to do it again, though, homie. You don't got that rage to keep it going. Fujark has enough of a gap to where we see that force install. Tried to do a DP there, probably thinking that Red was going to go for a throw tech, but instead was just blocking it out. Got the DP punish and then was able to close out that round. Man, strong stuff here from Red. So many tags, hell yeah. I mean, good thing their name is so short, man, because otherwise I don't know if it's gonna fit. Shout outs to Red playing this ABBA. I was saying it before the match started, guys. Arashi, definitely. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm not, I don't have any favorites or nothing. I'm just going by the history. I'm going by the stats. Arashi, one of the favorites to make it far in this bracket. It was only a couple weeks ago that they had a grand finals reset against another player that tried to graduate. So Arashi definitely very strong on this Kai, but Red looking really strong on this ABBA as well. Has that burst to fight back. I don't know if we'll see it this round. That 2K was a little too overzealous. Arashi really sending these S Vapor thrusts very confidently, and Red doing a good job of baiting them out. Oh, nice stuff. Getting that punish on the super, waiting for that second hit, and the vapor thrust takes it. Can you guys punish in between the hits? Putting on the Jeekly at the hairdresser so these old ladies can experience peak. Sorrel. Sorrel, the audio ain't on, is it? Hello, everybody. Hi. You're all beautiful. You're all beautiful. Hey, ladies, ladies. Hey. Anyways, here we go. Okay, red. Ladies. I'm drawing. Okay. We're going for this DI, man. Wouldn't be a Kai player if you weren't going for these DIs. That counter hit from downtown, being able to install after, able to wait for that super, goes for the whiff punish. Arashi able to get 2 in 1 round. Very strong stuff, man. This man went from 0 hours of gear to 200 hours of Kai within the span of a month. Canon Kai Keys, that is crazy. YoKai with ABBA players looking like MVP. With Millia players, no balance patch. No red axe unleashed, but DI in to win. Anime is hell. Yo, this has been a really cool set so far, man. The way that red started off, bro, I thought, dude, for a second there, I'm like, damn, hold on, red got this shit? And of course, they probably still do. Arashi just taking 1 game. A reminder, this is first to 3, so we can see some comebacks here. Going to spend that burst on that early counter hit. Oh, nice S vapor thrust right there, but red able to line it up with that close slash. You've fallen right into the arms of this ABBA, getting that back throw. Oh, unfortunately a little too meaty with the key grab. Is that what happened, guys, or was that a whiff? I'm actually not certain. Arashi able to put this ABBA in the corner, and no rage, guys. That's definitely unfortunate as well. Going for that baby ABBA tentacle. That's how weak that super is, man. In baby form, it wasn't even enough to kill Arashi here on a pixel, but a pixel is all red needs to take. Is going to do so with that follow-up hit of the Rekka. Strong stuff, man. Hey, you got to give red some credit playing this neutral very well. You know, able to get through those projectiles, able to get those far hitting 5H counter hits to go into this install. But Arashi taking advantage of the animation of throw, red's meter completely bleeding out, so Arashi was able to put this ABBA back into that baby form and keep this combo going. Red spends that burst pretty confidently here. Of course, they do have a round up on Arashi. Was able to go for that install. Arashi still getting these DPs punished, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Dude, strong stuff from Arashi waiting for that second hit. But guys, do you need to? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure. Can you actually hit ABBA in between hits of the super? Do you guys know? Anybody know that? I haven't tried it, but I'm looking at it, and it looks like there's some timing there. You can probably get a close slash in between the hits. Here we go. Yes, you can. Yes. Okay, well, there you go. All right, there you go, guys. Arashi, when you watch this VOD back, maybe try to see if you can get a counter hit, close slash on the ABBAs doing the wake up super like that. Going for that install again, man. We're anime as fuck out here, boy. But oh, too active with that fireball in the air. Red going for the tentacles downtown, this time in the enhanced form. Regardless, we may have been close enough to the wall for that to break either way, but strong stuff. And we got that from that positive bonus, dude. Actually, if you look back at red's meter, red did the super basically at the exact moment that we got the tension for it. So at the exact moment we got the tension for it, we're evened up here, guys. Being shock stated here. Bursting you back. Try to go for, I think that was a Rekka right there, an anti-air Rekka, but Arashi was a little too high up for that one. Shock state applied, running you down this screen. Using that 5-8, trying to go into that Rekka after too much distance given to that red, so they're able to go into that install. Arashi going to turn this into a red RC combo, taking you to the corner. Wanted to keep it going with that vapor thrust, linking with the 5k, but a little too far away. Sunday for red RC is going to be all she wrote. Arashi needs one more hit to try to close this one out. Red still has a chance here, but no blood to go into that install, even if we got the hit. So Arashi going to zone you out with these stun edges and take that round. Strong stuff. Goes that install and a full install as well. Red also has this burst here. We may see a burst here in just a moment. Don't need it quite yet because we're just running our combo. Back throw comes out. Going to keep bleeding out that install. Trying to get an air hit. A YOLO one to come out. Red with a delayed burst is going to push Arashi back. Rekka in the install. Tension for the tentacles. Catching Arashi's backdash. Unfortunate stuff. You're going to have to FD out that Danzai, not just because it's a good option, but because you're going to get chipped out regardless. Unfortunate there for Arashi. Red with some heads up play, able to close it out with that follow-up of the Rekka hit. And guys, we're going into the last round of this game 3. Both these players really slugging it out, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. There weren't that many entrants in this academy, so I made a joke saying, oh, we're gonna get into top 8 for free, quote unquote. But dude, these players are fucking grinding out here. Arashi, one of the favorites to make it, and look how close this set is so far. Of course, it's not over yet. We're going for this RTL for the hard knockdown. Arashi is 50 tension here on the other side to get this mix in as well, and it's just gonna be simple. That run up 5k to seal out the round. Strong stuff here from Arashi and Red, but this Kai has to lead at the current moment. All right, guys, and we already got our next matches lined up in terms of who is going to play. We'll be able to get through this bracket in no time. Hopefully everybody's been having a good time so far, especially here in the chat. Let me report this match so far. Dude, Abba's so cool, man. Abba's so cool until I have to fight her. Yeah, when I just get to look at Abba, bro, I'm like, man, she's so badass, bro. But then I gotta play against her. Oh my god. Oh, unfortunate deflect shield right there from Arashi. I wonder what we were trying to input. Probably a 214 option, but went for the dust button instead, and Red got an amazing punish on that as well. Unfortunately, couldn't link that far slash after the bounce hit of the Danzai. Arashi trying to DP through those tentacles, but you can't do that one, homie, especially those enhanced ones. Rekka not connecting this time. How minus is that Rekka, guys? I know that some players can get like 2Ks and stuff afterwards. It's not free. It's not free, but... Getting in here. Oh, dude, I love that air vapor thrust, man. But Arashi going to go for this install PRC combo, sending you through with that jump. I don't know my ABBA jump normals, guys. I'm gonna be real. All the ABBA jump normals and the Morha form look exactly the same to me, bro. JS, JH, JD. They're big, and I know I cannot air to air her. That's all I know. Getting pushed back here with that FD, keeping Red back a bit. Got that state applied. Red very confident in this round. Gonna go for this DI as well. This is, well, guys, this is the 4th DI we've seen from Arashi. Maybe the 3rd. You got to give Red some credit for being able to step through those projectiles even still, but the recovery afterwards allows Arashi to line up that far slash and get the punish. Oh yeah, that multi hitting low in that baby form, the install form rather, the 2H, can be tricky to deal with. Arashi going to keep you in the corner. Unfortunate drop right there, but we did block out that key grab. Of course it is plus. Whoa, an amazing safe jab there from Arashi. Very heads up play, and is gonna get an awesome punish with that vapor thrust corner stuff. Red, I do not want to be in their path on the loser side. Arashi gonna stay up here on the winners though. Next match is up, guys. It's gonna be DekuNut up against NoobiBoobi. Noobist Boobist up here. DekuNut as well. Noobie, first time ever seeing them was last week, and they got top 8. Very strong stuff. We've seen Deku around here before. Deku a top 8er, I believe. Yeah, Deku also a top 8er here at the academy, but right now we're playing to qualify for that top 8, trying to get in on this winner side, but Deku able to get a nice perfect to start us off. Very strong stuff. Trying to get that far slash. Why was that far slash, by the way? We were close enough for close slash. Come on, Arxis. Deku gonna get these throws in here. 5D for the splat. Very strong stuff here from Deku, being very impressive. Has that stamina to back us up along with the positive bonus. I respect that. Noobie trying to get that shoot in, thinking that we would have the 50 tension by the time we got that second hit of shoot. It does cross a lot of distance, so that special move does build a lot of meter. You're going to see how much that Noobie gets off of this, but unfortunately not enough to get that red RC for the mix after. I mean, look how much meter you get off that. It's a lot, but not enough to get the 50 tension for the red RC. Unfortunate stuff. DekuNut able to take that first round. What's going on, Spooky? How's it been so far? It's been all right so far. Been playing this academy. Definitely one of our smaller turnouts, but we've been having fun regardless. Whoa, we got the stages on random set. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on the snow stage. Dude, I said it before, I'll say it every time. When players sit in front of each other for almost a second, it is so crazy, bro. It feels like an eternity. Dude, Deku really good with these staggers, man. I'm gonna keep it a million. Deku really forcing you to hold out this pressure and waiting for the turn to end the hard way, because we're really good at staggering those close slashes. We saw a few tick throws in the previous round already. You can't be too overzealous though. That Roger Super gonna push you back, backdashing to try to bait out this RTL. Able to get a setup for a punish after, but you saw Deku was ready with that 2-piece. Said, hey, you got to keep it true, homie, or I'm gonna make you hurt for it. Going for this Roger Super here that carry you to the corner of the wall, and you saw that Deku, just with those couple of throws, has, I mean, DP's already made Noobie give a lot of respect back, and the moment we stop giving that respect, the moment we go for a true meaty, Deku was ready with another DP. Gonna get you with that counter hit far slash though. Noobie gonna send you through this wall, using that shoot for the most damage you can. Shoot is a good balance between getting a lot of damage to break the wall while also just building up tension. It's a very tension rewarding special move. Noobie very wise to it. Does that Roger Super while we're on top of you. It can be a very good anti-air. Gonna DP through. 5H to try to push you back here, but we're keeping it simple. That 5-piece, 6-piece stuff. Interesting yo-yo angle right there. Noobie not fully dedicating to it, because it can be a tricky one to dedicate yourself to. Players, if they're ready to anti-air, it can feel like a swat in the fly, you know. But trying to DP through, but that 6K was a safe jab. Unfortunately, dropped the combo, but the Tyrant Barrel is a 2-hitter. Deku getting the follow-up to close out that round. Strong stuff, man. Gonna get these next players added and in the room just in case, but this one could have a big swing back. Noobie playing so hot in their debut just last week on this Bridget. We're gonna have to see if they can climb it back up against this DekuNut. I think, of course, once we start rolling on Deku, then we're looking good. I mean, look at this right here. Try to get a burst bait possibly, but Deku holding on to it for this moment right here. Ready to give the DPs. You got to give it to Deku, man. Very active on these wake ups, and it's paying off. Safe after blocking that overhead because we did spend the stamina on it. JH for that counter hit, ready to spend that burst. No shot. Are you kidding me? I guess the forward momentum from the Elphelt put us under the Roger super. Nice 6p right there. Noobie's not holding that far slash pressure. That 6p can be very good against Deku, against Sins as a layer 1. Try to go for the Roger, but a little too far away, unfortunately. I think both these players have been doing a good job with the DP. That was that counter hit, but unfortunately didn't get the lineup with the close slash after with that blue wild assault and Deku. It's going to put us over here on set point. Oh, an unfortunate trade right there. The 6k trade actually pays off for Deku more than it did Noobie, as we were able to line up the attack after. The 6k has been doing a lot of work. Spends that stamina, gets that hit on the way in. Deku, very strong stuff there. Noobie, also a very strong player. We saw him get top 8 just last week, but Deku coming in saying, hey, I've been here before as well, homie. Coming up next, guys, is going to be that BCB, that bacon cheeseburger. Can I call you that? Are we on good enough terms? Are we on a first name basis like that? Can I call you bacon cheeseburger? Up against Koofoo, who just followed the channel a little minute ago. Thank you for that follow, Koofoo. Playing this Anji. We're trying to get stuff started right here. Gonna FD you back. Using that red RC to stay on top. Good defense here from Bacon Cheeseburger. The YRC gets blocked, but Koofoo doesn't get too big of a punish afterwards, so BCB gets another chance here. Goes for the wiggle roll, by the way. Gets that wiggle roll applied. Going for the Roger Rock the baby. No shot, dog. The 5H from downtown getting parried. Koofoo doing a good job with that meter usage. B or C to slow down Koofoo to try to keep that anti-air from coming out. The counter hit close slash comes out. BCB lines it up. Yo, BCB with that fucking confirm though. Man. Yo, when Bridget's finished their food, dude. Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. Dude, the 2H from downtown. Oh my god. You guys saw how far horizontally that 2H hit from Bridget? That was actually kind of crazy. Getting in with that JP. The JP can be pretty quick to keep players from going for a 6P after. And dude, BCB really just chipping away at Koofoo here. Gonna burst you back. Want to keep you in this corner. Yeah, and dude, you know what I like about BCB right there? Did 236S. It was blocked by Koofoo, and then we didn't push our turn. Right? We just kept it cool. We didn't even push the turn. Koofoo on this other side, trying to run up with this 5K. 236H in the air to check you back. Getting some distance here. The far slash connects. BRC the drift forward. 5K gets a cool hit here. 2S from Koofoo. Starts up this combo. But guys, a lot of drops back and forth. I'm going to keep it a million. Not this time for Koofoo, though. We're going to be able to finish that food. BCB only had that pixel to chew through, but you're going to have to get another shot. You're gonna have to get another shot. I love that roll angle right there. Of course, held down on the roll so that we were still level with the ground when we made contact with Koofoo. Look at this string right here. Unfortunately, the Bridget 2H sometimes can make that yo-yo go in a direction you probably didn't expect. So BCB instead has Koofoo over here. Does that blue wall assault to get in here. I think Koofoo gave a lot of respect back to whether BCB was going to do a break after, but that was something cool about BCB. We didn't go for shoot or break, so Koofoo didn't know when the punish was coming. Yeah, waking up with that parry. Not gonna be too big of Oki here. BCB will have that 100 tension to fight with. The Nagia from downtown gets the hit, but the YRC gives us another chance here. Koofoo with no tension to fight back with. Very greedy 6H right there. Koofoo didn't get the punish after, and instead we just get it with the 2S. Guys, that's going to splat. What the fuck? Yo, that combo was crazy. Oh my god, that combo was crazy. What was that? That was some Build-A-Bear shit, bro. Oh my god. BRCing, hold on. BRCing to get the next jump normal, to slowing things down. What the hell was that? I'm gonna play that one twice. close set from our players right there, guys. BCB saying, all right, I tried the number 1, let me try the number 2. We tried the bacon cheeseburger. This time we're going to pull out that grilled chicken sandwich. We got this Millia rage coming out. The burst going to push back Anji here. Dude, that was really cool right there. Able to command dash through Koofoo's spin. Dude, the chat was popping off at that combo, by the way. That was kind of crazy. Anyway, next match, though. We're in the next match. Dude, these command dashes from BCB. Nice counter hit here from Koofoo. Nagiha into that red RC is going to make this one turn into a wall break. Dude, Koofoo has some combos, bro. Jump canceling the JD like that to get the wall break. That is awesome stuff here. The H disc. Okay. I was about to say there is no God. There is no God. We must repent. BCB going to get this round. Millia Rage seems more like a fillet of fish type of gal. That's actually bars though. Okay, then who's the grilled chicken sandwich? If Bridget is a bacon cheeseburger and Millia Rage is a fillet of fish, actually Millia, you know, Millia's more. Actually, no, Millia's a fillet. Millia's a fillet of fish. And then what's Testament? Is Testament like a Cobb salad? What's Testament? Testament's like a salad. I do like Bridget being the bacon cheeseburger, though. I know everyone makes the Ramathol cheeseburger jokes, but I think Ramathol would actually be like chicken fries. You guys know, like, Burger King chicken fries? Everyone else is having a sandwich, and then Ramathol would be like a 10-piece chicken fry from Burger King. BCB getting this game, by the way. My commentary is ass right now. Testament is a turkey avocado BLT. Testament would have avocado on it. Gold Lewis big ass is a cheesesteak. Yo, Gold Lewis is like a meatball sub. I miss those chicken fries. Yo, shout out to my mom, would pick me and my sister up from school and then drive us to Burger King, and we'd get chicken fries and chicken nuggets and stuff. Was not good for you know, maybe my health when I was a kid. Maybe a little too much BK chicken fries, but you know my ass didn't care. You know I didn't care. Green with that raid. Thank you very much, Green. I appreciate you, homie. How you feeling, Green? Green, one of our mods. Dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Our mod team right now is so strong, dude. Just played Xrd for 4 hours. Yo, Green, when'd you wake up? Oh my god. Green having Xrd for breakfast. Guys, our mod team is so good right now. Let me talk about this match. BCB saying, hey, you gotta talk about me, homie. Look at me, I'm taking out this rounds. I'm playing so strong here on this Millia. Seems like a pretty good swap so far, guys. Of course, we started off on that Bridget, but now we're on this Miller Light over here. Pushing back Koofoo, trying to keep you back with that close slash in the air as well. H-Disc, unfortunately not able to pick up Koofoo, doing a good job of just doing that simple walk back to get away from that projectile. Going for a reset here with that 2K2D. A little bit of a slowdown here, but we take those. Close slash is going to anti-air you. Going to get into another one, linking off that Iron Savior. No! Tried to go for that Mirage cancel Iron Savior, but the next interaction is still going to take it. BCB, all of a sudden, guys, up 2-0 after swapping characters. Yeah, gonna keep it on Millia, man. BCB, definitely the pixie player over here. We saw how they were playing that Bridget, doing some cool stuff with how they were faking up their rolls and going for the wiggle roll setups as well and stuff. But now you're playing against this Miller. Now we're on this Miller, and we're doing a pretty good job of playing in this air, being very active with our resets as well. Koofoo tries to burst you back. Tries to be active in the air as well, but BCB getting some pretty good air-to-airs with these JHs. Anji not known for having the best air-to-airs. Of course, we got some pretty good anti-airs. We'll have to see if Koofoo can swat down this fly, but these hard knockdowns are looking pretty good for BCB as they're going to send you through the wall with the hit of that Bad Moon. Great cancel. Nami Nam Tris, thank you for that follow, homie. You came just in time. We're getting into our last top 8 qualifier of Jeekly Academy before we send it off to this top 8. BCB trying to close out this round on their Millia. Koofoo baiting that burst. Gonna take this Millia over here. I call this one a win, man. Even if we do go out this round, at least we got that burst. But look at the damage, dude. Look at this damage. Oh my god, that was a weird one. Just sitting in your face there for a second definitely had me confused, dude. Koofoo actually came back that round. Strong stuff here from them. It only took a couple games, but we're getting our footing here, it seems. Able to spin through and get that koi fish after. Trying to get that JK hit from BCB, but Koofoo just simply crouching down. It's actually able to whiff. Same siding on that H-disc setup. Blocking this out. PRC to try to turn this into mix, and it worked out with that turbo fall. Nagiha Red RC is going to line this one up. BCB actually wants to burst it back. Players trading here in the air. 2D comes out. We do have that 50 tension to play with. BCB wants to go for one more piece of mix. The S disc procs the spin. YRC to push Koofoo back. Trying to get in here. The counter hit close slash on the other side with the tension after. Koofoo going to even up the games and put us on this game 5 despite that very strong Millia swap. BCB been pretty good on this Millia, but you got to give it to Koofoo. Had 2 comeback rounds back to back, or at the very least 2 very close rounds back to back. Let's report these matches so far. Looks like most of our players are heading into this top 8. Things are going well over here. Appreciate everybody's patience as we're getting through this bracket. This will be our last match before we get to top 8. So we'll have to see how it goes. Gonna H-disc you back. S-disc to pick up. Nice burst there from Koofoo. Both players swapping back and forth. Neither wants to lose. Of course, we always want to win here, and both these players are showing it in their play style. That 2D gets that counter hit. And we're going for a mix setup here. Koofoo is gonna have to wake up and do something special with this burst, and that's so special, huh? The parry on the other side, fixing the sidewear on as BCB goes for that cross up JH. Has 100 meter to play with. This Millia is going to be able to use that 50 tension either for a pickup or for a PRC, which we've been seeing a lot from BCB, but no, this time we're keeping it simple. That H-disc gets the pickup, and that's all she wrote as BCB goes into this set point situation. H-disc getting that pickup, getting set up from downtown. JH gets a counter hit, and now we got Anji here in this situation. Anji, of course, having a very good mash button, right? You have the 2P, but not as good against Millia, am I right? Like, at least at the very least in the context of her coming down on top of you. And just like that, BCB is going to close out this set. But dude, Koofoo, especially in that game 4, was playing so hot. Next match coming up over here, guys. It's going to be Lucentmoth up against DekuNut. Lucent played against a Sin earlier today. I am blanking on who that was. I'm pulling it up right now. It was HoboDessert. So they're going to have to play against Deku now. Been going through the whole Sin gauntlet, it seems like. Deku had a very confident match on stream. We're going to have to see if they can keep it up here against Lucentmoth. Definitely both players have a strong start here. Deku does have that life advantage and is able to close out this first round with a very powerful throw. Good block on that H Arbiter. Got the air hit on the Crow, but couldn't keep ourselves going with Deku's DP to follow that up. Dude, no way that 6P hit. Oh my god, did you guys see that hitbox? Yo, if you're watching the VOD, exclamation point YouTube, go look at that hitbox, dog. That was insane. Red RC to line this one up. Unfortunately, a little too high, so couldn't get that 5D after, but we are able to block this Arbiter Beast. Lucent gonna burst to try to keep this round going, this game going. It's gonna go into that 5k 2D. Guys, don't forget that 2D Gatlings off of 5ks as well. Of course, you like going for the double low, but getting that 2D off of a 5k whiff punish can be strong, like you just saw from Lucent rather. But Deku going to get back in here with that stamina, with that gazelle step, and close out this round. Powerful stuff from both of our players. Deku going to get this first game though. Oh, unfortunately didn't get that 5k link after. I think the counter hit slowed down things a little bit there. Still gonna beat up this Deku though. Deku does have, dude, Lucent is so strong with these 6Ps. Yeah, Deku at that point was like, all right, dude, you know what? You got me. I'm gonna hold on to this burst and take it to the next round. Don't need to do anything willy-nilly here. Good blocks here from Lucent for a moment there, but Deku is able to get that counter hit after. Gonna RTL you through. We got the hard knockdown the other side. Lucent's gonna be building up some tension here in just a moment. And we'll see how they want to use it. Gonna get bursted back here. Try to go for that 6P. It did work earlier, but Deku able to this time elk hunt under it. Tried to go for that safe jab 2P, guys, but Lucent this time with a well-timed Arbiter Beast actually was able to connect that reversal super. We'll have to see if Deku keeps going for that 2P safe jab in the future. Lucent, just in general with this 6P, has been doing so much work, so much damage, but Deku brings back the round very closely, but still brings it back as we go into this last one. We do have these Reapers. We don't see Lucent going for a lot of aerial Reapers, but an amazing throw on the step. Dude, that was an amazing throw from Lucent. Or she couldn't keep it going afterwards with that elk hunt. 2D getting whiff punish right there. Lucent using 5H as well. We're being very active with these mid-range normals on that Testament. Unfortunately, couldn't keep that Tyrant barrel clean, so it didn't get the wall splat property, the wall break property. Lucent gonna YRC to try to push back this Sin. But Deku gets that next pickup, man. That was a lot of damage off of just the close slash, but Lucent in this scramble, able to stay active on that Testament and actually push back DekuNut. Zato, thank you very much for the follow. I'm not reading that whole name, homie, but thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate it. Lucent going to be taking this first game, guys, but that was a very close one. Oh, okay. Looks like Lucent was going for a really deep run up there, guys, but you saw Deku was ready to check with that 2K. Deku doing a good job not holding that one too badly. We're going for this Succubi super. Able to block it out for a moment. The flex shield that pushes back as well, but too active there. You guys saw the start of the far slash. Deku was able to actually line up that jump in, and now we're going to get this wall break for our trouble. Some good stuff there from Deku. H Reaper gets this pickup. Nice stuff in that 5K. Deku actually with the burst here, but guys, this is why the burst there actually isn't too bad. Of course, yeah, we're low HP, so it seems kind of risky, but look at all the tension that Deku had. We ended up spending it for that combo. All of the stamina as well, especially on Sin, bro. Like, don't be scared to send that burst, especially if you're confident about the next interaction, because you're going to have that meter, you're going to have all that stamina to play with and stuff. Counter hit 2S2H is a cool combo here from Lucent. Red RC to keep it going, it looks like. Trying to spend that tension to get a follow-up afterwards. Deku. No, guys, I think Lucent actually started up the Wild Assault there in the corner. And Deku was able to keep you there regardless. I liked using that air teleport, by the way, to get away from Deku just a moment ago. That 6H gets the counter hit. The red RC, dude. Lucent with an amazing adaptation, catching on to how Deku likes to use this burst. Very confidently goes for that red RC to actually bait it out. You guys saw that the ring of the red RC didn't connect against the opponent, so that's how you know that the burst actually was coming out. Both these players using the 6P here. Lucent going to come out on the winning side of that. Try to go for the 6H, saw the whiff, used the PRC to keep it safe, still gets the meaty. Deku, however, gets his back throw, puts this Testament in the corner, and with no tension to fight back with, it's gonna hurt. Deku has 2 stamina to play with and positive bonus on that other side. Being very patient, and we're seeing a lot of, I said patient, but also we're seeing a lot of run-up 6Ps from Deku recently, and they've been paying off. Lucent, however, doing good work here. Wait, hold on. Okay, I thought that Reaper may have still been active, but the run-up 6H from Lucent gets the punish as they take out that round against Deku. Very strong stuff, man. You saw Lucent earlier in the tournament on stream go for a run-up 6H punish on an interaction. This time it actually paid off. Let's get our next players ready and on the stands, guys. Let's see if I can't do it really quickly. Like, okay, save progress. I think I saw Arashi was already in here, so I'm gonna add both of them and let them know that they need to be in here. Let me correct that code, actually I mistyped it, and let me get back to this match as well. How's that crow going back and forth, man? Hair Time said sending over my energy. Shouts to Hair Time. That's a Hair Time. Love seeing you around, homie. Okay, these H Reapers were doing a lot of work for Lucent, but Deku being a little more patient in how we're running in. Try to keep that combo going with Wild Assault. Dude, Lucent loves these 6Hs. Goes for that upward drift teleport, but Deku instead gets enough time to get the lineup on the back throw, so it pays off for them. Oh, tries to go for the fake teleport, but Deku was already ready with that jump in. Cool combo here from Deku as we break the wall. We both got 50 tension to play with. Deku, of course, has that advantage. BRC to get just a little bit of distance. I think that Lucent is catching on to the fact that the projectiles have been doing a lot of work for them. Deku being very patient about when they jump in, but Lucent always ready, it seems like, when the IAD comes. Goes with that teleport throw. This has been a crazy comeback round. Tries to go for that bait on the YRC, and it pays off for a second there. Deku spending the burst, but also going down that round, and I don't necessarily disagree with that burst. But guys, if you burst like that, you gotta win the round with those resources. Lucent gonna make you hurt for that. Get some throws here, try to get that crow, but yeah, at that range the IAD from Deku is a lot more potent. The 6H turns into this meaty crow, catches you pressing with that far slash. The stain pop gets the splat, and we're gonna get this super hard knockdown. Deku not in a great situation, but does have meter to play with on this side. Lucent gonna catch you with that JH, goes for another meaty crow, and the overhead arbiter takes it. Strong stuff. Lucent is gonna be the one moving on. Lining up our next match, guys. We're still here on the winner side. It's gonna be Arashi Miruku up against BCB. BCB, we saw playing that Bridget earlier, had a very strong swap to Millia and then a very close set with their opponent. This time they're starting off on that Bridget. We're going to see how things go, but the 5H getting stun dippered under. Arashi doing some good stuff, navigating around those Bridget normals to take the first round. Good DP right there. You got to show them that you have that DP, man. Bridget having access to that starship, a very vertical DP. You got to show people, hey, look, I'm willing to use it, and you have to respect it. Arashi does have this 50 tension here, but you won't be able to spend it quite yet. BCB doing a very high jump in right there. Arashi getting Rock the Baby, red RC to turn this into a combo after. Nice pickup there from BCB, our closeout, I should say. Of course, we had the 50 tension after to try to make that one into the most of the situation. This bacon cheeseburger getting that 2S vapor thrust through, and Miruku is actually going to take it to the other side of the screen. BCB answers with that burst, doesn't want to give any positive bonus away, but Arashi with this burst advantage now and tension is going to be able to use so defensively or use it on a wild assault pickup afterwards. BCB getting a simple knockdown right here. Unfortunately, getting the far slash instead of the close slash. That's been happening quite a bit. It seems like the distance is a little too great. The JD gets that hit, 6H gets bursted, Arashi gets a chance to go into that dragon install. We saw a lot of them DIing in their previous set. Couldn't keep that combo going with the vapor thrust after. One more interaction from either player will take it, I think. In fact, oh my god, that did no damage. Oh my god, dude, that 6P DI Direct did no damage, and BCB lining up this counter hit combo is able to close out the round. You guys thought that, you guys also knew that wasn't going to do no damage? That's crazy. I did not think that. I mean, it is 6P, but damn, that was no damage, dude. Oh my god. Strong stuff. BCB starting off strong with this first game. We saw them do something similar against their previous opponent, was able to take the first game, but then their opponent came back, and then we saw the Millia swap. So we'll have to see if BCB is going to do something similar right here. Close slash on the other side answers with the burst. Dude, those 2Hs from downtown, from the bottom ropes to the top ropes, always look so cool. Miruku gonna jab you back. The JK making you a little too active, so Miruku actually able to answer with the far slash. And BCB, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, is so good with those DPs. It seems we're timing them rather very well. Miruku gonna get this YRC to throw you down. YRC answers back from BCB. We're going for that wiggle roll. It pays off with that counter hit close slash. You got to be careful about it. Man. Oh my god, the style right there. I don't mean to pick any favorites, but BCB getting that 2H from the bottom of the screen, going into that awesome roll angle. Keeping your roll safe with the return of the yo-yo, by the way. BCB being very heads up with that mechanic. Very strong on this Bridget, getting these wiggle rolls off, and again the JD comes out, buys us some time here. Gonna get on top of you with that far slash into the 2S. Dude, BCB has this Arashi here in the corner, but not for long. A dire clad red RC is gonna connect. This vapor thrust is gonna send you through. Roger Super to buy you some time, and the 2S on the landing is going to take it. Yeah, that Roger Super can be tricky at times. You saw BCB using it right there to try to keep Arashi from doing anything too crazy in the air, and it pays off because that landing actually got caught by the 2S. BCB all of a sudden up here 2 games here on the Bridget. And let's say Arashi starts taking a couple games here, then all of a sudden you have to worry about the potential last minute Millia swap. So we'll have to see, man. Definitely liking both these players so far. BCB has this lead. F, Jerdy, and Rebecca, thank you guys very much for those follows. We're going to get this next match queued up for you. Our players are going to be on the way. BCB gonna burst you back. We got that shock state applied. Both these players very good with their projectiles.
A little too far away, able to get that 5H, lining up this combo after 2. Strong stuff there from BCB, man. Always getting those counter hit combos and making it hurt when they bait those bursts. Going for the Roger super, not giving Miruku the chance to build back up that burst and dealing as much damage as we can. It's going to be that mix on that jump in JKJD. BCB going to close out that round and put themselves on set point. Oh, dude, strong stuff there from BCB. Actually able to play around that stun edge right there. Both the dude, I said it, I'll say it again. Both these players with their projectiles are so strong. A little confident with that throw from Arashi. We do have a lot of tension to back ourselves up. We want to take back this round, get a game under our hands, and we have 100 tension to do so. Using that burst out to the counter hit, but BCB was ready with the DP. The Sacred Edge connects, but not enough to kill. Baits the burst. Arashi. Very strong red RC right there. Saw BCB's burst coming and actually gets the bait, and that one could change the tides of this battle. Linking that roll into close slash after 5H with a good counter hit into that 6H. BCB keeping this tension here for the super, for the mix rather, and it's going to be that BRC drift forward, but Arashi was already ready with the vapor thrust. Counter hit far slash dire clap red RC. Picking you up, tumbling you around, gonna break this wall and send you through. 100 tension on the side of BCB. The 2H getting a whiff there. Unfortunately, Arashi gonna red RC and close out the round, unless of course BCB gets that burst in time. Answers the projectile, and the runner rock the baby. Oh my god, we didn't beat the burst, jumping over the Sacred Edge. Literally any hit will take it. And it's the recovery after BCB throws that 236H. That lets Arashi get the hit with the Sacred Edge from downtown, bro. Yeah, BCB, you know, correctly noticed that there wasn't a burst yet from Arashi because they delayed it enough to get that tricky burst timing in. So BCB got hit full screen, and the Sacred Edge got the kill. Man, very strong stuff right there. Oh my god. Man, that was a cool game right there. I don't care who you're rooting for. That one was a really awesome game. Arashi definitely feeling themselves right now, playing very confidently at the start of this round. But BCB with some amazing defense, dude. FDing back that Diraclat, 6Ping this Kai into the corner, trying to bait out a burst with a backdash to try to see if Arashi wanted to spend that DP. I think I said burst. I meant to say DP earlier. Of course, getting that burst for the gold burst. The Roger for some cool momentum tricks right there. Gonna stun dipper from downtown. PRC to keep yourself safe. Oh my god, if that fucking picked up, I was about to scream. Oh my god, BCB, I see you, homie. You almost got that one. Getting that JP, that BRC slowdown, almost lined up to the close slash after. That was crazy, dude. Okay, here we go. Round ain't over yet. Either player's game. Of course, BCB did just get that 2S hit. Arashi with this 50 tension could have enough to do it. The Roger dive making your air stall very interesting and putting yourself on set point. Good DP here from Arashi. Dude, both these players have been having pretty good DPs. The counter hit Blue Wild Assault lets you get the mix after. Saw that the break was probably going to miss, so we went back a little bit, but then Arashi was able to get the DP out, but too active on that 6P. BCB gets the throw just in time for Arashi to get that burst. Has this Bridget in the corner. YRC to get yourself another chance here. Goes into the empty roll low. RTL gets blocked. BCB able to close it out with that rock the baby. Strong stuff from both players, man. BCB gonna be moving on this Bridget. Duel 1. Let's rock. Nictendooo up against Koka. Koka playing on this Leo. But if you know, you know. If you're a knower, you know that Koka got one too many characters, bro. Koka, you beat Koka in any round, you're about to see them hit random selects. You're gonna come in with something different. Nictendooo, of course, very strong on this Elphelt. We've seen them play here before on this Elphelt. Always love seeing them up here in these top 8s. Koka as well. Koka, of course, I think also played pretty well in the Clash Reunion 2 that we had. We'll have to see. Koka, another one of the favorites to make it out, guys, but you're starting off here on that loser side, so you have to be careful. You have to be comfortable. You guys gonna be my last Jeekly until I get another day off. Oh, sorry to hear that, Willie. Hopefully we get to have you around here soon. You will be coming up on stream here in just a moment, though. Getting that first Jeekly top 8. Very strong stuff from you. Thanks that I come the first 60 FNF solo. That is crazy. That is crazy. Never again. I did quite a few Jeekly solo. I still do them solo when I really have to. While I'm talking about that, though, Koka with a very strong Leo round right here, man. Koka with a very strong Leo round. Nictendooo, I like Nictendoo's tag when they lose. It says another lesson. That's the right attitude, man. That is the right attitude, man. Oh, try to get in with that 2D, but Nictendooo with the far slash from downtown. It can be kind of hard as Leo to approach Elphelt with their far slash and 5H normals, which are pretty good disjoints. So if you're just trying to get in with your non-disjointed far slashes or 236S or such, it can be a hard time. But of course, you never have to hold any of that. Oh my God, dude. Dude, Koka just hit you with the safe jab 2K into the JD. That shit is crazy. I don't do that. Dude, Koka just hit you with that. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just misspoke terribly. You can safe jab with back turn K and then just tap back turn D and then get the counter after, like during the super flash shit. So that's what Koka just executed. That is so crazy. In fact, I don't know it enough to where I may be even saying it wrong. But point is that Koka just did it. Nictendooo was still able to win that round, though. And in fact, looks like they're about to win this game. And if you're looking at the life lead right now, and dude, something that's cool about Nictendooo is that they're not really over-representing, S Fireball or H Fireball. Whoa, nice super there in the gap for Koka, able to deal some damage here to Nictendooo, who has a lot of resources. You saw Koka win for the safe jab to try to bait out that super, but looks like we're gonna bait out this second one. Koka gonna get that counter hit, close slash, sending you through the wall. Strong stuff here, man. Actually goes for the reset. Oh my God, goes for the reset and turns into a round win. Amazing comeback there for Koka. And Koka very confidently right here. You see how they're holding the guard point? It's very strong here against Elphelt, who doesn't have any sliding forward lows, right? That 2H is a mid, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? The 2H from Elphelt, that is. Dude, Koka. Dude, Nictendooo with a very strong round to start us off in that game too, but Koka locked it in there for a second and was able to bring it back. 2H is a low? Am I stupid? Well, I'm not stupid, but I may be wrong. Let me dust. I'm going to dust loop. I'm going to dust loop. No, 2H from Elphelt is not a low. It's a mid. Yeah. You'd think so. You'd think so. That's real quick. Heads up. Heads up, knowledge for everyone in the room. There are 2S's that aren't lows. I know, crazy, huh? And sometimes you can really take advantage of that. And 2H's as well. Sorry, and 2H's. Of course, it's forward advancing, which is pretty good. Okay, Koka gonna burst back Nictendooo, guys, swapping to this Giovanna, the color 16, I think it is. Pulling up with that close slash, crossing you up on the other side. Yo, no way we got that cross up, by the way, because Nictendooo was also using the FD, so... Dude, Koka has a very strong Leo. Gonna keep it a million with you. Nictendooo swapping to this Geo, been playing pretty strong with it as well. Getting you back to that corner, but that very active 5H from downtown turns to this back turn pressure. Nictendooo says, hey, you got to keep it true, homie, or I'm going to get these throws. Guys, don't be scared to send that throw on this Leo back turn pressure, especially if you think that they're being cheap with it and they're not being real. Nictendooo trying to get in here. Oh my god, that was so tricky. Koka tried to just do a 2-3-6-8 from the other side of the screen, but because Nictendooo did the dash up, it actually turned into a back turn cross up. And just like that, Koka is able to take this set. Strong stuff. Nictendooo doing a good job making to this top 8. Koka's going to be the one moving on today. Seeing who's going to advance on this loser side of the bracket, guys, we got an interesting matchup. It's going to be Willie up against Koofoo, Ino versus Anji. I think this is both of our players' first times making it to the top 8 here at the Jeekly Academy, man. So very strong stuff. In fact, if I'm looking at the bracket, we got how many? 1, 2... 3, 4, half the top 8 right now are people that have never made it before. So guys, reminder, what does that mean? Well, if you get top 8 in an academy bracket, very strong stuff so far by Willie, by the way, then you make it into the Clash Reunion Invitational every 8 academies. So that'll be the Academy 24. You'll be invited to come back with all your peers who made top 8 in the previous academy season to fight it out in one last brawl, one last reunion, Clash reunion. Get it? Anyways, Willie. Nice. Oh my god, dude, Koofoo with a really good 2P right there to push back Willie. Strong stuff, man. Able to keep back that Anji. Good throw here in the corner. Gets that overhead to connect. Koofoo bursts back to get another shot here. It's going to be that jump and hit into this overhead Rekka lineup. The Roman cancel tried to keep it going with that JD, but it turned into a drop them and we were able to take the round. Wild assaulting to take you to this wall. We're going to send you through with that sultry. Really cool combo there from Willie to get a lot of damage, man. Not just a pixie character, but she can deal some damage, dude. We got 100 tension to play with. The YRC is going to push you back, but that close slash on Willie's wake up is going to... Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. That combo was fucking crazy there for a second. That combo was fucking crazy there for a second. Willie finally gets that chance to burst. The back throw is going to put Koofoo here in this corner. BRC to slow things down. Willie getting another throw. The low note is going to keep Koofoo grounded. Not a lot of damage here. Both players need one more hit to close it out. And it's the 2P check on that dash after the MLA. Koofoo said, fuck it. Take this 2P. I'm going out with a bang, and it actually pays off as they take that round. But a very close game for both these players to start us off, man. We definitely both want it so bad, but that 2P is going to take it right here. And I was saying earlier, I forgot what, it was when Willie was playing against, when Willie was playing, no, who was it? What didn't we see an Ino and an Anji earlier today, guys? Am I crazy? No, it was, okay, I'm sorry. It was Anji versus Millia who we saw, and I was making a comment saying that that the 2P, of course, is like a very good press from Anji in general, but not when someone's above you. But did you just see how that 2P like basically anti-aired Willie's hover? So I don't know, maybe I'm learning something about this matchup. Dude, great defense here from Koofoo. I would have been getting hit by now, bro. I would have gotten hit by now. Willie keeping on top of you with that MLA. Unfortunately, went to the other side. Koofoo was doing that jump forward before they got hit. So close slash on your wake up. Caught not blocking. Koofoo gonna go into this super afterwards, building up that tension with that fake jump, and it actually kills. Oh my God, that was a lot of damage. Amazing route there from Koofoo to secure it. Guys, I don't know all the characters. I know that there are a few characters that are actually able to run under that HCL. I'm not sure if Anji is one of them, so we'll have to see how Koofoo deals with it, because it's been pretty strong. That full screen horizontal projectile from Willie's been dealing a decent amount of pressure. MLA to get in, catching the backdash from Koofoo, but that 2S from downtown is going to get parried. Koofoo going to turn that reversal super into a decent amount of damage. Willie does have their burst, going to spend it on the wild assault for the pressure, which I really like. MLA to get in here, try to go for the throw. I don't know if we were 2+, but we definitely weren't close enough, so we couldn't get that connection. Gonna counter hit you with that 5H PRC to line up the combo. Koofoo getting another one here on the board. Queen Emily, thank you very much for that follow, my friends. Guys, been really liking what we've been seeing from both these players, Willie and Koofoo. Of course, the lead is going to our Anji right now. Has been having some really good combos. Willie has some strong pressure, but I think that Koofoo just has some great defense. I think all you'd have to do is have to get to that next layer of pressure to try to open up this Anji a little bit further, or get them to be a little quicker to press on their wake up, because right now Koofoo very comfortable just holding down back, and when you do see the 2Ps, they hurt. Also active in the neutral with 5K as well. Willie get on top of you with this MLA. The MLA's been going crazy. Koofoo has not been answering them yet. It can be a hard special move to answer, but that is the counterplay. Getting ready for that anti-air to call it out if you can. Double overhead gets this pickup. Dude, Eno combos are so cool. When I'm getting hit by them, they're not as cool. But when I'm watching them, of course, they're awesome. That's the second time that MLA has hit Koofoo to the other direction. I think it's because they're jumping forward, but I'm actually not entirely certain. This wild assault string is going to bring you all the way to the wall. Not able to get that next hit to close it out. The burst is going to put Willie back here. Koofoo blocking out this MLA. YRCing, saying, hey, I don't know what you're going to do next. I'm not going to guess. I'm going to go ahead and just push you back and get another shot here. Tried to FD block a potential reversal super there from Willie, but Willie reacted to that defense and then got the back throw instead. So very strong stuff from them as they closed out that round. Koofoo going to be sent through the wall here. A great start for our Eno, and Willie's about to have 50 tension here in just a moment, because that positive bonus is going to crank it up. Willie gonna take you to this corner again, man. You gotta give Will. I was giving Koofoo credits for their combos. I gotta do the same for Willie. Has been very strong at taking you across the screen with those wild assaults and such. Gonna close it out here. Willie able to make a comeback game to start us off here on this loser side. We'll have to see if they can keep it up. Koofoo with a very strong start. Dude, Willie very good at using both the HCL and the note to open up their opponent. And then also you see them, of course, doing a lot of just like instant hover dash JS, but not overcommitting to it, right? We're just sending it to show that we have it just in case it does get that hit. We're trying to fake it out, of course, as well. It has a pretty quick recovery. Brings us back to the ground pretty quickly. Want to try to bait out an anti-air possibly from Koofoo. Try to pick you up with that 5H. Man, a lot of hitting in the other direction, but it's because Koofoo is doing a very confident jump forward. And hell, man, even if you get hit, if it means that the combo doesn't line up, then maybe it's worth it. Cool MLA combo there from Willie. The corner carry as much as you can. Gets that air throw on Koofoo's jump normal recovery. The overheads connect. Willie getting another game here on the board. Burst back. HCL to get that hit. Willie 5Hing you around. And that's what I was saying earlier, guys, about this Ino can convert so well, especially in the hands of Willie as the pilot, because that 5H able to scoop people up is very strong. Koofoo getting hit with that stroke there. Does have the burst to push back Ino. Counter hit far slash into that fast red RC combo. That's a lot of damage, going to keep you on this side of the wall. However, in the YRC to the run up throw, Willie is going to actually get answered by that parry. Koofoo sending that tension there. Willie needs only a little bit more HP to chew through, is going to HCL you to the other side and close out that game. We're going to a game 5 here in this loser side of the bracket. Man, how you guys feeling about this match? Definitely an awesome one so far. Hope you guys been having fun watching this one. Definitely very happy for both of our players. I definitely have no favorites here. Willie and Koofoo, I would be happy to see either of them move forward, and both of them want it so bad. I wouldn't be upset. Whatever happens, whoever loses here, reminder that you played awesome, you've gotten to this top 8, you made your Clash reunion, and you have an awesome set to watch back to learn from. So try to get you with that 5P, but Willie a little too low to the ground, was actually able to low profile it. We're even here on the HP, it seems. PRC to keep yourself safe after that fish. Koofoo does have this tension to fast RC after the Nagi hug gets blocked. Willie trying to keep that sultry to pressure Koofoo even farther. About to get 50 tension for Mix as well. Going into that super. Koofoo went to mash on that MLA, and Willie called it out with the super. Dude, that's what's so awesome about these game 5s. In the very first game, I think it was, you saw Koofoo win the game off of the 2P on the MLA, but now Willie was actually representing the super in that same situation. That is so crazy, dude. Awesome adaptation. Gonna get this back throw even in life again. Willie, of course, is the one on set point. Koofoo has this burst. We'll have to see if they get a chance to use it here. Great tech from from Koofoo here. Willie staying on top of you with all of that meter usage, the wild assault, the tension. Koofoo is able to use that burst. Does have 50 tension to fight back with as well, but the 5H catches you on the landing recovery. Scoops you again with the second 5H. Goes into the super. Willie is going to be the one moving on. But strong stuff there from Koofoo, guys. Pats on backs. Everyone who made this top 8 makes it to the Clash reunion number 3. But Willie's going to move on in this bracket today. Kai Kisk versus Leo Whitefang. Here we go, guys. Arashi versus Koka. I know I say this literally every match, guys. I'm sorry. I know I say it every fucking match. I'm so sorry. But both of these players are favorites to make it out. I'm pretty sure both of them have been in the second place spot before, I think. So we'll have to see, man. Getting sent through here, Koka representing that guard point here against Arashi. You saw how well we were using it against Elphelt earlier, but of course Arashi does have that stun dipper. We'll have to see if that comes out, but not this round. We got that back turn super. We're gonna make you take some damage. Getting up in your face here. Nice guard points to start us off. Dude, look how confidently we're holding that guard point. Koka blocking every hit of it. Gets this pickup after. Unfortunately, couldn't get the wall break, but call it a drop to because now we got that JD. Wait, you can do that? Wait, you can wall splat with JS after the JD hits like that? Guys, did you know that? Wait, hold on. Okay, tell me that the replay caught that. I don't think it did. Please tell me it caught that. Ah, shit. I need to watch the VOD back. Guys, did Koka back turn S the wall splat after the back turn D parried the DP? I didn't know you could do that. I always just go in the super after that. I didn't know you could back turn S there. Oh my god. Anyways, Koka getting this game 1. Dude, we're leveling up on this Leo, bro. We've been seeing Koka play very confidently, and I want to say like the last 9 or so Jeeklys, and they play so many characters. She plays so many, but the Leo probably her most favorite. I feel like her most favored. Her, you know, definitely the one that she starts off with the most, at least as of late. Able to get into this back turn S after wall splatting Koka, Arashi rather. Arashi here gonna wake up and block that safe jab, trying to get a check here, and it does work with that far slash stun dipper. We're gonna Future RQ over here to the corner, try to go for that. Oh, we did go for that safe jab 5k. Dude, oh my god, dude, Koka, holy shit, dude, Koka's playing out of their fucking mind right now, dude. She's gonna keep it a million. Got caught by that stun edge right there, tried to do the guard point too early, but Arashi was still getting caught up in Koka's pressure. Gets that back throw. Try to go for the dunkle, man. I've never seen as many dunkles as until I started watching Koka play. Wire seeing you back. Tried to keep it going. Gonna catch you with that back turn ass. Look at these back turn asses like crazy, man. Just trying to stagger you out, saying, hey, look, how are you gonna answer this? What are you gonna do about it? It can be a hard situation to deal with. Does that DP. Look at this stagger. We got you on the other side. Oh my god, dude. Koka actually tried to go for this safe jab back turn K again, confident that Arashi was gonna go for the DP. Arashi in the Twitch chat said this is bullshit. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm just being honest. Koka is playing off their fucking rocker right now. Dude, this is some of the strongest I've seen this girl play. It is crazy. We gotta see what happens next. Arashi's gonna lock in here, and we're gonna see what happens. And the chat saying bullshit blazing? That is bullshit blazing, bro. Here we go. Shock state applied, getting thrown here. Arashi being very aggressive now, saying, hey, I need to start coming back. Koka has a lot of damage built up right here. Their HP bar getting dwindled down. Arashi checking with that 2S. Gonna stun edge you back a couple times, and the 2D is the Hail Mary. Koka getting a little desperate there. Arashi does a good job of sealing out that round and still has that burst advantage. Able to jump over that H boom. Koka a little too comfortable with them. Nice counter hit air normal right there. Goes for that air S vapor thrust as well. Arashi couldn't get that full combo, but does get the drop thermal after. The burst goes to Koka's favor right now. PRC to keep that far slash safe, but won't keep you safe this round is Arashi. Guys, was that a double perfect? That was a double perfect, right? Oh my god, definitely felt like it. Yo, Arashi, oh my god. I gave Koka that compliment that Koka's playing off their fucking rocker. Arashi locked in, dude. Arashi said, I'm playing pissed. But here's what sucks, guys. Koka has other characters. I'm trying to call it before they swap. Koka has other characters. Chip, Axel, Slayer, Sin. No. We're staying on the Leo. And honestly, I think that's correct. The Leo was so strong in those first 2 games. I think if we slow things down a bit, just go back to our roots, we can take out this 3rd game if that's what we're aiming for. Dude, I love how honest Arashi was in the Twitch chat. Said, I'm playing pissed. DPing you through. Shock state applied. Goes for that stun dipper red RC downtown. Koka surely going to burst here, yeah. Goes for that guard point. Gonna catch you with that back turn, the 2-1-4, but the dash forward on the back turn S actually made it miss. Unfortunate stuff there for Koka. Arashi said, hey, cry your tears, homie, because I'm gonna take you through this wall. Here's the start of the comeback, man. We got that first game, and now we got this second round of game 4 coming up. Koka trying to answer back with that dash 2K with these K normals in general. Splatting you up here on the wall. Goes for that dash back turn S. Arashi jeeking his shit right now. Hell yes. Nice stuff with the RCH boom. Koka able to turn that into a combo, into a wall break. Look at the red, dude. Of course, that's the combination of 2 combos. Nice S thrust from Miruku. Gonna get a chance to go into this DI. Koka has the H boom ready, but it's a very powerful projectile. Even the DI buttons can't get through it. No, you got caught at the end. Not enough to kill, though. Not enough to kill. But you got to face this hard knockdown. Going for that safe jab. Koka catches you with the is that the far slash? I think it's the far slash. Evens up the rounds, guys. Air throw from Koka. Confident round start here, but the DP comes out from Arashi, and the DP answered back from Koka and Arashi, and then okay, I thought Koka was gonna send another one. In this back turn, goes for the dunkle from downtown, dude. DPing through, got that 2D, sees the wire C come out. Arashi rightfully waiting for a good chance to burst. The H boom eating through that H stun edge. Koka needs one more hit to seal out this round. Arashi wants to keep that comeback going, able to punish that guard point. Koka was ready with the burst. 2-3-6H for the Hail Mary. Tries to get the 6H right there, maybe trying to go for an H boom, but another 2-3-6H comes out, crosses up, gets the hit. Awesome comeback stuff there from Arashi, but Koka's gonna move on this loser side. Gonna be Willyav on the Eno up against DekuNut, guys. Deku been having a very strong tournament tonight. Sent down here on the loser side by Lucentmoth. Willie got in through the loser side of top 8 and had a very strong match to continue their run, but now they're going to have to get through this Sin. Very strong Sin player indeed here at the Jeekly Academy. We'll have to see how it goes. Of course, Willie does have this life lead so far. Deku may see the burst come from them here in a moment, as we're going to get this wall splat and break with the hard knockdown super. Deku on the other side does have a lot of tension to play with. Going to start it off with that DP. Goes for the burst, and it not necessarily a wrong burst, because look at the meter. We're going to have to see if Willie can calm it down, keep their cool, and close out this round, or if Deku's going to run away with it after that burst. Willie getting their burst baited. Deku able to use that red RC to see it coming. 2 bursts in 1 round. Deku able to bait that second one from Willie and seal out the round. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That combo was awesome. Linking that JK into the 5K on the ground. That was awesome, dude. Willie's turn to play, though. We're going to send you through. Get this HCL wall break. PRC to keep that HCL safe. No way. Okay. All right, still paid off here. We got that counter hit here in the corner. Yo, Deku, it just sends that burst, bro. Deku just sends that burst, bro. And it's not necessarily wrong either. Plus on block. Willie gonna get you through here. Plus on the air hit, that is. Scooping you down, bro. Some of these characters got that fucking anti-air close slash privilege. DekuNut being one of them. You got that close slash anti-air privilege, man. Nice back throw here from Deku. From Willie, rather. Getting that stroke from downtown. 5H gets that pickup. MLA for the wall break. That's a lot of damage. Not enough to kill quite yet. Deku does have tension to play with as well. Try to get another awesome air-to-air link into that close slash. Deku will get their burst here, and you know they're going to use it. You know that. Oh! Tried to get some pushback here with that deflect shield, but Deku instead is just going to stay on top of you. Tried to line up that 5D after I knew they were going to burst. I saw it coming. I read the scrolls. I saw it in the scriptures. And in the last hit situation, Deku's able to take this first game, but strong stuff, man. Getting that stroke from downtown. I say that so often. Please don't turn that into like a sexual thing, so that because I say that so often. Can we just let me have some phrases, guys? Can we just like let me say some stuff? The other night, last night, I was like, man, this guy's clapping cheeks, and all chat was like, what? Clapping what? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? Things is banned. Get it? The joke was I stopped talking. Anyway, I couldn't do that for too long. It was physically hurting me. I gotta hear my own voice. I'm one of those people. The YRC comes out. Oh my god, but a very confident close slash from Deku actually keeps Willie here in the corner. 6 feet in that beak driver. We do got 50 tension to play with here. Deku just needs one more hit. Man, these close slashes on Willie's back dashes have been crazy because, of course, they're hitting, but Deku getting these air hits on the close slash, trying to go for stagger close slashes, aren't ready for the connections. MLA picking you up from, oh my god, so far away. Trying to get a stroke in. All right, the move is called stroke. It's called stroke, dude. I can't say it. Is Sin 6K actually a good move? Oh hell yeah, JTR. Yeah, it's a very good move. Guys, it's plus, right? Okay, let me pull up the dust loop. I know if it hits, you're able to get Link into 5K afterwards, which is like a pretty good combo. It hits low. Here, let's pull up the dust loop, guys. Fuck it. Good throw here from Willie. On block, it's +3. On hit, it makes them bounce into the air to where you can link into 5K after because it launches them upwards, and it's a low. So what you can do is like 5D, fast RC, 6K and stuff to catch people off guard, and if it hits, you get the 5K link after. And while I'm doing that, Willie's saying, hold on, I'm getting this game too. Yeah, very good move. Very strong stuff. But Sin needs it, guys. Don't get me wrong. Sin needs it. I'm going to watch my viewers go down to 0 after saying that. Game 3. Deku starting off with a punish here. Spent a lot of stamina, but it's paying off. We got some tension built up, and we got that throw for some damage. Willie gonna fight you back, though, and take you to this other side of the screen. Tried to scoop you with the 5H after that note connected. Deku trying to get out of this MLA pressure, but it can be quite difficult here. The double overhead connects. Deku ready for the burst, man. Deku was a burster, bro. I'm gonna keep it a million with you. No insult, just calling out the situation. That's how Deku likes to play, and it's been paying off. We're all the way up here trying to get 5th place at least here in the Jeekly Academy. Willie fighting back as well, doing so on this HCL clipping you from the other side of the screen. Deku trying to block these ones out, but the throw comes out. We're getting hit down here. The punish for Deku on that back throw. We're getting scrambling, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Deku and all of their sets tonight have been putting people in these scramble situations, saying, hey, can you deal with this, because I'm so good here. This is where I was born, bred, and raised. I'm out here in the scramble. Can you fight here as well? Willie showing that they can with this HCL wall break. We're on the other side. Deku's got so much meter to play with, bro, and we're going to start it off with that anti-air RTL 100 tension to clean up that round from DekuNut to get that maximum damage. Counter hitting Deku gets bursted back by Willie here. H to get the wall splat into this Tyrant barrel. There's that 6K getting supered through. Gets the OTG on the JS as well. That was interesting there from Willie. Blocks both the hits. Guys, Deku is going to burst there. Guys, listen. Watch this replay back. Tell me I'm wrong. Just close slash Deku, jump cancel block. Show Deku that you can do that. If you can show Deku you can do that, you're going to start winning some games immediately. Watch this. Just close slash jump cancel. My man bursts there every time. And I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. I'm just calling out the play as the commentator. Right, as the backseater here. I can see it happening, guys. You got the stream unmuted? You got the stream unmuted? Willie, you got to jump cancel that close slash. Deku, you got to stop bursting there. I told them both. I let them both know. Okay, we're going to this last game. Willie knows to do it and Deku knows not to. So we'll see if it comes up. Is that morally right? Can I do that in my top 8? You guys mad if I do that? Okay, getting my next match added, guys. Going to super through that close slash. Doesn't want to hold that stagger anymore. The Jeekly is well known for being morally questionable. Is that true? Oh, JTR. You know what we were saying earlier about the 6K bouncing you up? There you go, homie. There it was right there. There it was right there. Wait, guys, what's the score? It is 2-1 Deku, right? Am I crazy? Oh, shit. It is, right? Sorry. Yes? Okay, sorry. My bad. Willie. Going for that 2K on the wall break. We all know the devious Eno 2K wall break coming out here. Try to go for the HCL, but dude, a very confident 6P there from Deku. That was actually a pretty good answer. I'm not going to lie to you. Tyrant Barrel lines it up, gets the sweet spot, hits the wall break. Hard knockdown, stamina the boot, goes for the hoof stomp from downtown, but you're not going to get away with that for free with that 50 tension from Willie. Good blocks here, goes for that 2S, the burst comes out, Deku feeling good about this round. The DP to start us off, Willie spends that burst, doesn't want to get comboed afterwards by that stamina follow-up out of the DP. Jeek being paranoid, I've messed that up way too many times, homie. Close slash from the counter hit, or is a counter hit for Deku. Throwing Willie here into the corner. We do have 50 tension to play with. Little scrambly here, man, but that's where Deku likes to be, out here in the scramble. Willie doesn't have much resources to fight back with, so we're going to have to earn some in the neutral before we can go in for our offense. And we're getting it right here. That 50 tension built up. That 5H is going to scoop you around. We're going to send you to the wall. Special canceling to HCL. This actually could be a Willie round. Of course, Deku does have a lot of meter to play with. And they will have that burst here in a second as well. So that means, and you know they're going to send that burst, homie. But the trade hit on the sultry takes it. Deku is going to move on, guys, in this tournament. But an awesome set from both of our players right there, man. Back to our winner side of the bracket, guys. You have Lucentmoth up against BCB. I did not expect we'd see a Testament Bridget up here in the winners finals of this beginner bracket, but guys, that's where we're at. It's the timeline we're on, and I'm happy to be here. I hope that y'all are having fun watching the Twitch chat. If you're watching the VOD, come join us over at twitch.tv/itsjeek. Would love to have you. And if you're in the Twitch stream and you want to check out the VODs, !YouTube will bring it up. If you guys didn't mind shooting me a sub, I would really appreciate it. We're close to that 1,000 subs to get that monetization. It would really pay off. Good stuff to Lucent to get this first round. We're gonna have to see how BCB likes to play around these projectiles, because it can be kind of a hard task to get that 214S set up if you then have to block the projectiles after, because just simply blocking the projectiles makes the yo-yo come back to you. Good defense there from Lucent at first off of that JD, but the 2S gets to pick up and gets the wall break. BCB does have 50 tension here to fight with. Oh, a little bit of a Strive Earth coming out here. God damn. Ain't nothing we can't play through, though. Ain't nothing we can't play through. 6H going to get a hit here. Gets that run up throw. A lot of tension here on the side of BCB. Lucent, of course, does have that round advantage, but BCB was ready with the burst there. Catching the air dash with the Roger Super. A really good time to spend that Roger Super, right? Catching people's air dashes, or when they're active in the air. Testament can be doing that 236H, you know? So great stuff there from BCB. Tries to go for that 6H, very active, big, normal. Lucent loves using it. We see them do it all the time, but BCB now able to try to get some yo-yos in, and you guys see what I'm saying, right? You get that 236H out, you do that yo-yo, but then Lucent is hitting you with these projectiles, these arbiters full screen, it just comes right back to you. So you got to keep it honest. You got to get, well, I say keep it honest. Meanwhile, BCB does a full screen special move to skip the neutral, gets the red RC for the pickup after, and now has you up here on the wall, splatting you with that shoot, killing this wall with that Roger Super. Still either player's game. If Lucent can get this 50 tension and get a good hit, BCB needs one more tick to do it. Has to FD through. I love using the YRC after as well, because you know BCB was going to go for that 2S, but then sent the Hail Mary DP and it actually paid off. Strong stuff like that, man. Man, awesome stuff. I want to watch the VOD. Well, really, I'll hopefully have it uploaded very soon, in which case you'll be able to check it out there. And if you want to get a notification, you just hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and that's all she wrote, man. BCB gonna get this first game, and that was down to a nail biter at the very end. Right option, always DP. Hell yes. Good blocks here from BCB, man. BCB doing the right thing. Like I said, if you're just trying to send the yo-yos, you're going to have a bad time. But BCB instead is doing just some honest dash blocking the high and low arbiters, getting up onto Testament. That's the privilege Testament earns, right? From character select, they are going to put you in a situation where you're going to have to block these projectiles full screen. You're going to have to work your way in. But the reward is that once you get on top of them, all they have for the wake ups is going to be that 2K Abare, well-timed 2P, and reversal super if they have the tension. Otherwise, oh my god, dude, that fucking roll up yo-yo after the 2H counter hit was actually kind of awesome from BCB to line up that next string. Try to go for a Hail Mary 2H right there, but the 6P on the other side gets the stain pop loose and going to send you through this wall. Six-H counter hit. BCB feeling pretty good about this round, apparently. Baits that burst. Unfortunately, couldn't get that 2S afterwards. I like this string right here, man. That BCB doing that very honest string right there, that 5K to the double 2K, and the yo-yo returns, and then you're able to line up the next couple hits. BCB going to answer this game too with a well-timed Roger Super. Return of the killing machine, and we're moving on to our game 3. Dude, this Bridget has been playing super well. I had to swap to that Millia there for just a moment, but the Bridget has been doing the work. And a previous set that was swapping to the Millia. Nice job getting in with that jump JK. Lucent already spending that burst. BCB getting on top of you. Dude, I love that from Lucent. Not holding that pressure, saying you got to get through my 5P of doom if you're going to win this round. BCB does get in with that roll. And now BCB feeling pretty good about that 236S and that 236H. But too active right there. Not respecting that wake up beast from Lucent. And they're willing to send it too. Strong blocks here from BCB, this bacon cheeseburger, but Lucent had you in that Tsukiyomi. Counter hit JS comes out. Lucent getting pushed back after that yo-yo hit. Bridget is very fun to watch, but terrible to play against in my experience. Deku, you're a sin, dog. That's all I'll say. But no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, Bridget can be... And? DM me. Uh-oh, Strive Earth. We're coming back, don't worry. We'll play it out, we'll play it out. That safe jab 2K comes out, sees the Arbiter Beast, and we're able to block it out. Yeah, Bridget does have some very tricky tools, is able to get in, especially with that tension, can make those shoots from the full screen turn into 50-50s. Lucent been doing a good job of trying to keep you back with these projectiles, but BCB with some dashes up are pretty strong. Oh my god, Deku actually DM'd me. Roger Dye comes out. Red RC going for this 5D combo afterwards as well. Dude, I love this this pressure that BCB has. Of course, that was a potential combo to extend, but instead went for the reset. The burst does get baited by Lucent, who was playing so amazing here at the end of this game 3, and it pays off as they get one on the board up against this bacon cheeseburger in winners finals. Here's my opinion about Guilty Gear, right? You want my take? Y'all saying Bridget not fun to play against? If you're not making your opponent hate you, you're doing something wrong. You need your opponent to end the set and say, fuck X character. Or else you're doing something wrong. It looks like we may not get into this last game. Game crashed? Okay. No worries. Okay. Hey. At least it happened there. At least it happened there and not in the middle of a match. At least it happened there. Now, definitely I'm going to get good at Jacko. There you go, homie. There you go. Oh, excuse me. Goddamn. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, remaking the room. Man, guys, I just want to play video games today, but I literally have 4 videos to edit. Oh, man. I have 4 videos to edit, dude. Oh my god, I got the Jeekly open from last night. I got this one that we're making right now. And then I got 2 2 Jeekly videos I still haven't uploaded that I need to upload. I need to upload today, tomorrow, Monday for League 1, and then Tuesday for League 2. I have to. Because Tuesday night is the League Grand Finals. Make sure you guys show up to that. Yeah, the Jeekly 62 vid. Yeah, I normally edit it the night of, but I've been on that fitness grind recently, working out and stuff, so I've been trying to go to bed earlier so that I can keep my gains. All right, let me get this OBS up. All right, guys, little bit of a hiccup there, but we're making it back into this game 4 rather. Lucentmoth able to slow down this Bridget, if even for a moment. We're able to fight back now. Gets that counter hit. JD to juggle you around. 236H for that wall splat. Unfortunately getting 5H. Maybe went for like maybe a 2H or a 6H or something. Or maybe a Roger super. But not today. Lucent actually gets the wall tech off and reverses the situation almost fully. 2H from the other side still has that stain. So Lucent gets the Oki after that stain pop. Using that RC to turn that high arbiter into a low arbiter. Really cool stuff there from Lucent. The overhead. Dude, the arbiter's going crazy in this set. In this game, rather. Lucent really turning it on with all of those arbiters. But that jump JK into that low roll 2S. Dude, BCB is a very strong Bridget. We know how to do these setups and execute them very well. We know what we're doing. Counter hit JS comes in here, goes for the wiggle roll, gets that pickup after. Lucent trying to get out of this corner, but BCB is not going to let you. Blocking that YRC. Yeah, the Bridget safe jump in is pretty strong. You get that multi-hitting safe jump that also blocks YRC and also blocks burst. The Roger super from downtown gets that wall break. We're back on set point for Bacon Cheeseburger, but Lucentmoth was playing so strong in that first round and in that game 3. We'll have to see if they can keep it up. Tried the 6P to roll, but a little too early on it, so BCB actually gets the counter hit after. Picks up with that JK, to where BCB wanted to answer back with the burst. Is going to get you up. Dude, what was that combo? Oh my god, that combo was kind of cool, and it came off of the fact that we did the roll upward. 6H from downtown, unfortunately missing that crow. That's so unfortunate. Oh my god, but the 2-3-6H actually clipped BCB. Probably didn't expect that one. Probably didn't expect that one. The 5H connects. Lucent tries to spend that burst. Either player's game here. Lucent trying to get it with these arbiters, but the 6P takes it. BCB trying to get in there, but Lucent able to zone you back and close it out regardless still. Hope we're having fun over here, guys. We're getting through this academy one match at a time, and BCB pulling it out last minute goes for this swap to the Miller Lite. We saw the Millia earlier today to win over an Anji. We'll have to see if this last minute swap to the Millia pays off here. Lucent gets bursted to the corner, dealing a lot of damage here. Millia, BCB just trying to get on top of you, very active with those 5Ps. Lucent just trying to keep this Millia out off of them, but BCB able to be annoying, able to be on top of you, dancing around the screen of this Millia until Lucent, of course, gets that pickup, gets that wall splat, tried to go for that crow input, but unfortunately was getting 5K. PRC to make that situation a little tricky with that Capel. JH connects, but Lucent descending that 6P, saying, hey, I don't want to hold that, and gets the throw afterwards. Strong stuff here from Lucent. Oh man, dude, Lucent is very good at converting off of those very high hitting 2-3-6Hs. Definitely able to make their opponents hurt for it. The H-Disc does get this pickup. Lucent does have this 50 tension to play with as well, but BCB is going to take you over to this other side. The Arbiter Beast actually connects. Nice 6P, dude. Lucent so good with these 6Ps. Does that command dash in to get Lucent pressing, and it pays off as we get a lot of damage here. Not enough to kill, and Lucent does have 50 tension here. We'll have to see if they get a chance to use it. BRC to make that so tricky. Blocks that 6P, and then the 2-3-6S after. You see Lucent just wants to get one more anti-air to close it out, but BCB is able to dance around with that JH, and we're going to the last round. Lucent has that burst to play with here as well. We got this soft knockdown, hard knockdown coming out, but Lucent was ready with the burst. BCB now in the corner, does have that stain applied, trying to get out with the Capel and the turbo fall as well. Lucent very active with these buttons with the 6P and the close slash, but finally gets picked up after that H-Disc. You're getting sent through. We have the Winger super. Great execution from BCB as we get this hard knockdown, but Lucent will have 50 tension here on the other side with that Arbiter Beast. Will they be able to use it? It's going to be the BRC and the slowdown, but the 5H was already active. H-Disc on top. Deflect shield say, hey, I don't want to guess. BCB dancing around with the Capel. Lucent very active with that 5P to try to anti-air you back, and that 5K as well, getting that punish. JH coming in a very high. The 2K gets the mix. The cross up takes it with the corner steal, and BCB closes out that match after that H-Disc setup. Great stuff from both of our players, but BCB is going to move on. Back down to the loser side of the bracket, guys. We just had a fun time up there on that winner's side, on that winner's finals, but we're going to have to see who's going to make it between DekuNut and Koka. The loser of this match still getting 4th place, which is very respectable. Everyone getting to this point in the bracket does get their role updated in the Discord. If you get top 8 in an academy, we actually give you an exclusive role for top 8ers, top 4ers, and then graduates. So everyone who gets to this point gets their cool little role, their cool little swag, as Koka gets that corner steal 2-3-6H to close out that round. The 5K gets that counter hit, goes for that HDP route. Bro, oh my god, the mix is crazy out here from Koka as we get that wall break. 236H does it. The DP comes out through that H boom, but Koka answers back with their own DP, able to go into that back turn, able to get on top of you with that back turn D, and the Dunkel takes it. Dude, Koka loves using that Dunkel, and she's so strong in that back turn stance, dog. It's insane. I've never seen anyone use the Dunkel more than Koka, bro. Counter hitting on the 6K. Oh man, of course you wanted to keep it going with that 2H afterwards, but that normal can be pretty stubby there from Leo, believe it or not. Couldn't get the wall break with that 236H, but we'll get it in the follow-up. Koka able to get this damage applied, and that's a lot against someone like Sin as well. I thought the command grab was the troll. It's well, no, Koka's definitely not like using it as like a BM option for sure. It's definitely like, yeah, I couldn't keep yourself safe afterwards. Deku waiting to get that punish. 6P connects. The close slash gets that pickup after the tumble, and Deku's gonna break the wall with this hard knockdown. It's I think it's debatable, or that it's like not as good as just doing like a tick throw. But I mean, here's what it does that makes it really good, right? So Koka does those back turn Ks. They get FD'd back. Deku's getting some distance back from Koka, but not only is she able, and then now at that point, Deku is either looking for a dash or looking for a back turn H, which would close that distance, but instead Koka goes for the Dunkel, which is a forward advancing command grab. Great stuff here from Koka as we're going to break the wall with this super after that back turn D connects. Red RC to get that deep, that burst away from Deku. Koka gonna break this wall with this H super and gonna seal out this game 2, man. Koka definitely absorbing everything she's been seeing in this tournament today. Dude, can I just be honest, man? Guilty Gear Strive is so cool. Game 3. Getting that air throw to Koka. Very confident on these round starts. Gets that back turn. Gonna take you back to this corner as well. Deku was ready with that burst, though. Gonna get this tumble super from downtown. Dude, I thought that was close enough to break the wall. Jesus Christ. Good just block right there on that close slash. Dude. That kills. Oh my god. Koka making this character look like public enemy #1, bro. Oh my god. Good DP right here. 236H from downtown. Going to be able to get this cross up right here as well. Going to super. This one does break the wall. We were close enough to the wall to get this hard knockdown. Safe jab. That's a safe jab. Gets the throw after. You're in that back turn stance. Oh my god. Went for the meaty Dunkel. No, that's fucked up. No. The meaty Dunkel's fucked up, guys. Koka. Very strong stuff from her here. About to wrap up this tournament, guys. The loser here only gets 3rd place. I say only, but an amazing feat here at the Jeekly Academy. The players are going to be Lucentmoth up against Koka. Leo v Testament. Of course, Leo, when he's on top of you, he's going to make you hurt, but you got to get to that point first. Until you can get there, you got to get through this zoning. You got to step dash through, and Lucent isn't going to make it easy. They've been playing super hot on this Testament all day today as they take this first round. Koka able to try to get a whiff punish on that 5k, not quite quick enough, but was able to pull up for a moment until Lucent pushed us back, DPing through these projectiles, and a cool JK there from Lucent, and a, oh my god, a clash cancel on the DP. Dude, Koka ready for those. Great stuff. Pulling up on you with those back turn Ks. That's going to be enough to break the wall. Going for this wall slump setup. That 6P comes out. Nice throw here from Lucent. Koka only on a little bit of HP, and the low Arbiter is going to take it. Testament, Lucentmoth, very strong start here up against Koka's Leo. Shatter the heavens, yo! We got the fucking Gurren Lagann win tag out here. We got the Gurren Lagann win tag up here. Guys, I won't lie to you. The button I pressed to save the replays, I accidentally, I hit. And then when I went to hit the play replay button, I hit the save replay button again. So it overwrote the last replay. So I didn't have one to show you there. Sorry about that. Won't do that one again. Going into our game 2 here. Oh, dude, really good job of that back turn D. Of course, you can use that back turn D on a lot of projectiles to try to close some distance after, but we're going to DP through that slow startup 6H, and we're going to get Lucent beat up here on the corner. We go into this back turn super and trying to get some mix on the other side. That's a lot of damage dealt. What are we going to get here? It's going to be that safe jab to start us off. YRC comes out from Lucent to push Koka back here, but the back turn Ks are going crazy, man. I got to take some notes here from Koka. In fact, I do a lot of back turn H. I represent that one quite a bit, but Koka does a lot of just the back turn Ks and then dash cancels after. And honestly, I think that's better. I think Koka's doing a really good job with it right now. Unfortunately, a little too meaty with that back turn K, and Lucent answered with the throw. 6-ping that 2D from downtown. Gonna red RC to try to pull up on that Arbiter, but Koka was ready with the burst. You got to be careful here. That far slash from downtown is going to turn into a combo. Lucent trying to send you through with that 6H follow-up after. Koka does have this tension to play with. The whiff DP, fortunately or unfortunately, not punished quite yet. Overhead Arbiter gets blocked. We're trying to pull up on this Testament. We're going for that jump in JH. The stain gets answered. Back, rather 2K comes out. We got these tick throws coming out. Koka going for a safe jab. Was that? Oh yeah, tried to go for the back turn K, back turn D safe jab against Arbiter Beast. Ended up not coming out that way. Koka able to get this game 2 win here on the Leo. Yeah, that was the back turn K, back turn D safe jab that you see against Super sometimes. That's another thing I need to learn. Yo, Koka. Dude, you know what's really cool about this Academy bracket is you all get to teach me new stuff. Not even people who just play the characters I play, but people just playing well in different matchups and stuff. It gives me ideas, gives me confidence to try new things. So, I mean, yeah, so of course you guys are all on your own individual journeys of improvement, of learning the game, learning fighting games and meeting friends and getting into the community and stuff. But just know that you're also helping out other people in the world who play these characters, who want to learn more, who want to get better, so on and so forth. So good stuff. Going for that Reaper, Koka DPing out, Arbiter Beast getting blocked. We're pulling up, we're getting that close slash from down. No! Oh my god, Koka was going for it. Dude, Koka was actually going for it right there. That was the moonwalk combo. She actually almost got it. Dude, Koka on this fucking Guilty Gear grind, man. She's playing so crazy, dude. Power hitting with that far slash. Stain applied. 2D from downtown. Goes into that 2K route after. That DP doesn't get punished quite yet. Does get that super on the wake up though to answer back onto Lucentmoth. Dude, that was so unfortunate for Lucent. Did get that deflect shield, but it was answered back by Koka already being in the corner, so it didn't pay off quite yet. Lucent will get their burst here, but doesn't get that chance to use it. Koka pulling up after that H boom to seal out that round, and now we're possibly threatening moving on through the tournament. Lucentmoth is going to have to do a little bit of a lock in here, and something tricky about Koka is that she has those other characters potentially. I don't think she should swap this. Leo has been amazing, but if Lucent is able to get one of these games here, then they'll have to face Koka's entire roster possibly. Reminder, she plays Axel, Slayer, I think I saw Happy Chaos, Sin, and Chip, as well as of course the Leo you're seeing right now. So she plays this game. Great stuff right there, going to that far slash after that DP cancel, that clash cancel. Counter hits come out here for her. Got you up here on the wall, goes for the dunkle, red RC to follow it up. It's going to be the close slash after into the super. Yo, Koka putting you through the cut screen right now with all of this meter usage as we go into set point. The flex show keeping her safe, but a great cancel on the 236H. I think that was active enough to get a hit there. Stealing yourself out of that corner. Koka gonna go into this back turn super. Koka at Evo win. Honestly, dude, Koka's fucking playing out of her mind. This has been an amazing day for her. So anyone who's played against her, I wouldn't be upset about your loss. I hope you get some good replays to watch. I can speak as a spectator that they're good to watch. Lucent doing awesome in this bracket, getting third in their first ever Jeekly, but Koka is going to be the one moving on to that grand finals. Wrapping up this bracket tonight, guys, we are at grand finals. It's going to be BCB, the bacon cheeseburger, up against this Leo White Fang, baiting the burst, baiting the DP, trying to take them over to the corner. Koka, she's been playing so hot tonight, is going to have to win this bracket, if she will, from the loser side. But great guard point right there on BCB's roll. Gonna get that 5H after 2K2D to put them down, respecting the possibility of that DP from Koka. It comes out here. We have that tension to play with, trying to close the distance with the 2D, but the air stall Roger dive is going to get BCB this first round. Of course, BCB is on that winner's side. If you guys are familiar, it means that hold on, let me look. They only need to win one set. BCB, I don't know your pronouns, homie. They only need to win one set here to win this whole tournament. Koka going to H super through that 2K. We're going to get you right here with that back turn S into that back turn H. Koka able to seal this round. We're going back and forth. BCB does have burst here. This cheeseburger pulling up on you with that 5K dash cancel into this H super after. Dude, Koka so good at using all of these options, man. We're playing the damn video game out here, it seems. Going for this super after to answer that DP on the roll. Koka being very active with that, but good block right there on the 5K from BCB. Gets this knockdown, this hard knockdown. Yo-Yo to put you in the corner. Try to go for the 2H, but a little too meaty, so we actually unfortunately whiffed there. Blocking it out, goes for that 2S to beat out Koka's parry stance. Has the burst. Koka may use it here. Oh, try to go for the bait a little early there. BCB gonna super through, block it all out. Goes for yeah, if you're not familiar, guys, blocking the fourth hit of Leo super is all you need before you can get the punish. So BCB showing you right there, even when you're that far away, you can get it with even 5H. So great stuff right there from BCB. And this is a long set, man. Both of these players have a couple characters in their pocket, so we'll have to see what comes out, if anything else. Pulling up on that Leo. BCB getting that blue wall assault established, and that is a meaty 2K, but because of that, Koka is actually able to backdash it. Dude, this is some high level play, bro. This is a beginner bracket. To be fair, it is grand finals, but this is some high level play out here, man. Going for that super after the back turn S wall splat. Yeah, that 2S can have a teeny bit of startup. Dude, Koka sending a lot of those supers. BCB going for a possible burst bait, I think, with that one close slash we just saw a second there ago. Koka able to get into this back turn stance. The 5H does get this counter hit. We tried to line up the scooter break after answering that guard point with our super, and the meaty rock the baby takes that round. Strong stuff here from our Bridget BCB. JSing on the other side. We'll see. Koka been doing a pretty good job, I think, in general, of just keeping the yo-yos off of us and the yo-yo pressure, but that 5H from downtown got a good counter hit. Oh, yeah. Caught you with the dash momentum close slash as well. BCB did not want to hold any of that one. Blocking that DP. Gonna line it up, keep it simple here for this wall break after that DP bait. That's a lot of damage for baiting a DP. Koka definitely happy about that. Gets this cross up. The back turn K red RC is gonna seal out that round. Koka with some very strong Leo play to do so. And we're trying to answer back these forward slashes and 5Hs. Koka doing a good job of showing that 6P. And then also while we're in this back turn stance, able to play neutral with it. It's not the best neutral stance, of course. A very good pressure stance. Koka tried to go for a second dunkle, man. Koka loves that dunkle high that you get when you get one of those. Going for that super through the yo-yo. Going to break the wall. Hard knock down the boot. Koka going to go to this throw situation. Able to get game 2. Very strong play from this Leo White Fang. Both these players do have the potential secondaries. We'll have to see if either pulls them out. Back turn K's answer with the burst. BCB going to get DP'd in on this roll though. Koka, very good matchup knowledge here for Bridget, I'd say. Specifically here for the Leo. Bridget tried to go for the super, but BCB Roger dived you from the other side. Burst comes out to push BCB to the corner. Nice tech throw there from BCB. Great defense, very active on it. Koka answering back with these 5Hs. But BCB still pulling up on you in the scooter. Still has that tension to turn into a conversion. But Koka ain't gonna let you with that wake up super. Seals out that first round of game 3. Oh my god. And the 2H and close slash actually corrected what side we wanted to be on there towards the end. So strong stuff, man. We got handed the follow-up there from the Bridget Lords. Good guard, dude. Koka doing a good job of answering the roll situation with both guard point and very well-timed DPs. Gets that backdoor right there. Says, hey, you gotta make it true. And then BCB not holding nothing with that bar slash after the back turn S gets beat out. Oh my god, strong stuff there from Koka. Able to go for the meaty dunkle that killed! On a pixel, we killed with the meaty dunkle, bro. Oh my god, BCB, Jesus. Possibly a character swap coming out here. BCB does also have that Millia to potentially play. We'll have to see if they pull it out or if they're taking a breather here. It will be that Millia. We got Koka here in the corner. Dude, Koka, she loves using that Dunkle, man. Definitely is a big proprietor of the Dunkle, going to DP through that H disc. Good conversion off of that mix there from BCB. Gonna take you to the corner here. That H super getting blocked. Koka doing an awesome job, man. Oh my god. No way we just parried from the other side, taking you to the wall like that. Dude, Leo is the king, bro. This character is the king, bro. Getting that round. Strong stuff. Pulling up on you with this Leo. These back turn Ks going crazy. 236H from downtown to try to get that wall break. Unfortunately, not this time, and BCB gets another chance. Koka gonna burst and put you into the corner, though, and going to reset the bracket on this Leo. Guys, y'all, everyone sit up. Everyone lean forward. You got me on the second monitor? Put me on the first monitor. You got me on a hidden tab right now? You can only hear me? Bring the tab up. We got a bracket reset, guys. Here, I'll get it. I'll get that fixed up in the overlay. 1 second. I'll get it fixed up in the overlay in just a second. Here we go. Got that, and then this one, and then bam. Okay, should be fixed here in just a moment. Bracket reset. Grand finals reset. Here we go, guys. Koka versus BCB. BCB is here on this Millia. Gamer lean time indeed. Look how awesome we're playing on this Millia already to start off this first round. Gonna ladder combo you to the wall, breaking it through. H-boom fast PRC to try to pull up on you. Koka getting this DP as well. She's so good at executing those fast RCs, both PRC and red RC, in different situations that require it. Try to get that S-disc from downtown. We were ready with the guard point, but you can't block out that 2D with that guard point. BCB able to take that first round. H-disc gets this pickup. We're going to get you sent through with that bad moon. Set the voices from the downtown. Counter hit close slash. Look at this ladder right here. We got you to the corner. Same side is going to be the mix into that low. Koka getting crossed up here, getting mixed up here, getting Millia raged indeed. We can fight back here. We do have another chance, and we're going to get it started with that back turn D, that counter hit. This is going to be a lot of damage, unfortunately, dropping that 214H though. So BCB is able to seal out that round. Duel 1, let's rock. Guys, Koka finally answering back, showing you I wasn't lying. Koka does have these other characters in the back pocket. One of them is going to be that chip. And that chip is very strong too. Tried to go for that super right there, but BCB was ready with the punish. Blocked it out, kept it simple, kept it cool, and was able to punish afterwards. Counter hits galore. BCB did have the burst to answer with though. Koka answering back as well. We're going all around the screen, man. We're so active. The JH gets that pickup, and BCB getting another game, a quick one, in fact. Koka trying to pull out that chip to see if we could answer that Millia. But BCB said, even if you have the swap, I'm ready with this character that I've been on for a couple games now. And in this bracket reset, BCB is threatening taking the whole thing on this Millia after swapping from that Bridget earlier. Koka's in a weird spot right now, because do you go back to the Leo or do you pull out another character? Whatever you swap to, you are locked in for the rest of the set. So we'll have to see what the swap is going to be. If we're going to stay on this chip or we're going to go back to that Leo and keep it rocking it out, I'm not sure. BCB definitely feeling pretty comfortable right here. Taking a deep breath. Wants to try to win this bracket if they can help it. And it's going to be back to the Leo. And if you ask me, I was feeling pretty good about the Leo as well. BCB did have a really solid game one of this grand finals reset. But I think the Leo in general has just been an amazing pick. And we'll have to see if we're able to keep it going here. The 2K2D gets that interaction. We're blocking out this close slash, getting a feel back for our Leo here, trying to answer with the 6P, but BCB pulling up with that 5K2D stuff. Able to DP here, but BCB was ready to bait it with that PRC. Strong play right here. H-Disc right here getting interacted with. Koka trying to burst to get out of the situation. The guard point connects. Lets us go into that back turn S and pull away. The JH is crossing us up. BCB, death by 1,000 cuts, getting us from every angle. Tried to link that 5K in the 2D, but Koka's going to get a chance here after waking up with that 2D. Try to go for the burst bait too. Strong play. Went for the far slash after that 236H got blocked, but BCB was ready with that IAD JH, and now we're here on tournament point. Linking that Iron Savior into another close slash, goes for the Droptimal here, the reset I should say more accurately, with that H-Disc. Koka trying to get out of this corner on the Leo, the fall down. JS gets some of the interactions, but BCB crossing us up, same siding us at times. It's been quite the mix to have to deal with. Finally get a connection here with that guard point. We're going to pull up to you on the other side of the screen. Back turn H, red RC. Going to break this wall after dealing a lot of damage. BCB does have 100 tension here to play with. We'll have to see if they get a chance to use it. A lot of Roman cancels spent right there. But now we're going to DP this Millia, and the cross up back turn K takes it. Koka evening up the rounds. However, it is still set point for this BCB. You can't make any mistakes from this point on. You have to win this round. Back turn D gets a cool counter hit on that JH. That approach from BCB couldn't get the 214H to connect, but dude, the best 6P in the game is back turn P from Leo Wide Fang. You just saw it right there. Still had that burst to play with, still had 50 tension as well. Does that DP from downtown. Very good option at dealing with Millia floating above you. Oh my god, the super through the septum voices. Koka, that wasn't enough to kill, but the 2S stagger will take it. What an awesome answer to the septum voices, man. Oh my god. An amazing answer to septum voices. We're going to game 4 here. Koka got sent down to losers pretty early on in this tournament and made this entire climb back, is sitting up here on the grand final spot. She definitely wants it, but who wants it more? BCB hadn't dropped a set this entire tournament until they faced Koka in this very situation. We'll have to see. Getting that back turn D on the other side. H-Disc gets this pickup. Nice back throw right there from Koka. Goes for the dunkle. Has the meter after the play with. Gets the wall spot on the next back turn H. And we're going to go into the super that kills. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dr. Shrimper, thank you for the follow, homie. Dr. Shrimper, that's a hell of a name. Goes for this throw. Back turn H, gets this wall splat into that. This kills, right? Okay. Oh my god, it's close though, right? Hard knockdown. What's the mix going to be? It's going to be a simple close slash meaty right there. JH from Koka. YRC to push you back a bit, and the run up throw takes it, the tick throw off of that 5K. Dude, Koka all of a sudden puts us on to game 5 of the grand finals reset. Is BCB going to lock it in for this last game, or is Koka going to win from the loser side of the Jeekly 19? Academy 19. Already at the reset. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spooky, we're up here on the grand finals reset. We got to see what we have. BCB sitting here. What are we going to do? What change are we going to make? BCB was playing very hot on the Millia. Of course, has the Bridget, and she's going to bring it back. They're going to bring it back out here. We got the Bridget back out. Dude, we've been seeing so many characters here tonight, but we're ending it where we started. Bridget v Leo, game 5 of the grand finals reset. Guys, if you got a favorite, you gotta root for them now. Holding that guard point full screen. Koka pulling up with that 2D. BCB trying to burst you back to get something else started here. Look how patient Koka is with that yo-yo on the screen. Oh my god, that flow slash scooped you out of the sky, dog. Oh my god, you got pulled down like a magnet by that close slash, dude. Oh my god. Nice 6P on that wake up, but Koka was ready for it. The 2S gets the counter hit. Koka gonna answer back with that walk up close slash, answering this round, putting us at set point. Koka, shatter the heavens. Shouts to Lucent in the chat. Guys, that close slash has been so strong. Koka gonna get you over here to the wall, breaks it off that conversion. We have the 50 tension to play with. BCB gonna Roger dive you down and lines up an amazing DP bait. We're gonna send you through. We're gonna go into the secondary close slash to break the wall. We got the tension ready for the mix after answering that H boom. Strong stuff here, but the H boom answers that 5H. BCB goes for a burst. Koka does get the bait. Does Koka burst here? Oh, drop. Didn't need to. There was a drop. YRC comes out, but baits it. Gets the close slash. BCB. Amazing set here in their first ever. Jeekly getting second place, but Koka wins the Jeekly 19. Jeekly open every Friday. Academy are going to be in 2 weeks. Jeekly Grand Finals next Tuesday. Hope to see you guys there. Guys, have a great weekend. Awesome games tonight, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace out.